You know what I'm saying? All praises to the Most High, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And I watched this. This is your boy Donald Trump earlier, right? I watch him. He like, look, and he say bets now. He's sitting over with his arms crossed. Let me see. One day ago, we met with fire, the light the world has never seen. All right, here it is right here. Listen to this. Look, listen to the orange purple. Look. Okay. Bet's not. Bet's not. Oh, I want to rub his lips. Hold on. There you go. Listen to this heathen. There you go. Dang. I look, I didn't hear him say bet's not. Let me go to this one little video, it's a couple seconds long. He say bet's not. I'm like, boy, look at this either. Bet's not. He ain't playing no games out there. It's a 50, here it is right here, 52-second video. He's in there with his arms crossed. I remember Donald Trump is a billionaire. You can't tell no billionaire nothing. Bet's not. Bet's not. He ain't say bet you're not. This either say North Korea bet's not. What? Hey, he like, look, I put a Hellfire missile on your breakfast table in the morning. I'm playing no game. He dropped that Moab bomb a couple months ago. Moab, the mother of all bombs. He dropped that on the caves of Afghanistan because he was looking for a few who he called terrorist members. He dropped the biggest bomb in the U.S. arsenal in U.S. history that's non-nuclear. You understand? So it's like he basically dropped a nuclear bomb without the radiation. You feel me? He dropped them on his ass again. This was like 4 months ago. It's called Moab, mother of all bombs. Trip out that. Moab is in the Bible though, like the people Moab and the country and all that. But what's he doing naming his Moab? Like because they know the Bible real when you done talking. So look, he dropped that deal and then it exploded 6 feet above ground and it evaporated everybody in like a 30-mile radius. That's how arrogant this heathen is. Like he ain't current. He's just like whatever. You dig? You won't see whoever that was underneath them bombs to the resurrection. Like they evaporated. He ain't playing no game. Hey, that's your commander in chief. He like, look, anybody go against the United States of America going down. I'll be like, dang. You hear him? North Korea, look, he's sitting there with his arms crossed. Boy. Like the world has never seen. He's sitting there with his arms crossed like this. Well, I seen that at 4 in the morning, boy. I was in tears laughing. Like, did he just say that's Nazi? That's what he said.
Koreans is trying to come back. They've been talking the Americans stuff for a minute.
Oh yeah.
So they think he's playing with, but I think you can't even bluff him.
Look, he's not playing.
I think I read somewhere where they said Korea was trying to get them some more bombs.
Oh yeah, like he ain't playing. So look, North Korea hit back and they like, look, y'all got Air Force bases and military bases on the Pacific island of Guam. We hitting that. You know what I'm saying? So they ready to back and forth. And Kim mentally ill, whatever his name is, Kim Jong-un. His father was Kim Jong mentally ill. He was crazy as all hell. His son ain't playing. His son had his uncle executed because his uncle was looking at porn that had his ex-girlfriend in it. Had him executed. This cat is running on Korea now. He executed his uncle because his uncle looked at a porn tape that had one of his ex-gals in it. Had him executed on live TV.
Wow.
So he ain't number like how old is he? 34?
He like 29.
Yeah, he was 29, 30 years old, drunk with power. You feel me? So the war drums are beating. That's
one of your things that you said the video you just put out was something about drunk with power.
Yeah. That's the wrong spirit to be in. You feel me? Because that leads to pride, and then you get took down behind that. David ended up being drunk with power for a little second. Yeah, but this cat here ain't playing no games. And Trump know it. That's why Trump like, look, all bets is off the table. All right, so they had Trump and them on the West Coast, probably like a month and a half ago, and they was firing their missiles. Right, they missiles range to hit 8,000 miles out. Right, but they just were shooting at 4,000 miles. Man, it was hitting. It was like shooting a dime off somebody's forehead. That's how accurate it was. They hit their target 4,000 miles out with perfect precision. You know what I'm saying? So,
but see, they know United States is the superpower of the world. They know right now can't nobody touch United States military.
That's
what
right.
We got. They got some stuff that they ain't never heard of, and they ain't leashing it out yet. Like they had that helicopter, them things going there and land without Saddam them even hearing it.
Yeah.
So imagine something landing in your yard that big, and you don't even hear it. Come on, they got some stuff. And they was ordered to set it on fire.
Yeah.
If it ever got left, they was like blow it up, so they couldn't get the blueprint for it.
And you know what's crazy is all these countries don't have all these nuclear warheads for nothing. It's like you having guns. You don't got guns not to use them. Eventually, you can have to bust them deals. You know what I'm saying? You got thousands of nuclear warheads pointing toward the mainland of the U.S. U.S. pointing nuclear warheads everywhere else. They little military bases. They fighting with drones now too. The little aerial drones, whatever. Them got nuclear capability. They yeah, they got a movie out called Drone. They just show the heathens sitting down like you playing your Call of Duty. They sit down, they go bomb a whole town, go home and eat their ham dinner. Like ain't nothing wrong. Wow. It's a movie called Drone. It's called Drone. Yeah. They got a missile called, to let y'all know how real the Bible is, they got a missile called the Hellfire missile. Y'all heard about that? The Hellfire missile the United States got? Yeah. They dropped it. Look, it's a cat. There was a leader of ISIS about roughly 6-7 months ago. His name was Jihadi John. Right? He was the main cat in the videos cutting people's heads off, whatever. Man, the US got a drop on where he was. Man, they dispatched a drone with a Hellfire missile. They didn't even find this heathen. The drone melted him. Wow. It's called Hellfire. They melted that heathen. You won't see him to the resurrection either. Like, America ain't playing no games. You feel me? That's how they became this dominant power. Everybody love to say is a great country. But great don't mean righteous. You understand? Babylon was called great in the Bible. It's Babylon, you know what I'm saying? Another resurrection of Babylon or whatever. Just because it's great don't mean it's righteous. Alexander the Great, but he was a homosexual. But just because you hear great don't mean it's something that you should be trying to mimic, you know what I'm saying?
Great, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Look, let's do the second Ezra 16. Neat. What's good? He wrote. Yes, ma'am. Second Ezra, the 16th chapter out the Apocrypha. But see, all these things was prophesied to happen. So I mean, for those of us that's in the knowledge, it's a beautiful time. Like, I be smiling. Oh, praises. Like, these days of 5 years. Like, you living in the days of the prophets, what? They was having visions of these days. Hellfire missiles and black, what they call them, Apache helicopters and Black Hawk helicopters shooting. They was having visions of these things and described it the best way they could. Like, the tail had a sting on it and shooting fire out the tail, and they was describing the best thing, the best way they could with what they knew in front of them. So what you seeing now is what they were prophesying thousands of years ago. And you think they wouldn't switch places with you? Like, I wasn't crazy. Like, I actually saw this and it's happening, you know what I'm saying? So for those that know, it's just, get prepared and get ready. Also, y'all heard about that solar eclipse finna hit August 21st?
They have watched for
It's coming from northwest United States, and it's gonna end southeast United States. St. Louis is right in the trajectory.
Wow.
It's August the 21st. The last time this happened was 99 years ago. But the last time it happened and only hit the United States was 1776 when this country became a nation. So what you having is the Most High giving signals in the heavens about what's coming. So there ain't no coincidence. Wars is ramping up. You feel me? Signals in the heavens going off. The blood moons kicked off a couple years ago. The blood moons and all that. You feel me?
But I don't think that many people really paid attention to the blood.
Well, they gonna pay attention. They knew the thief was coming, then they'd be prepared.
We was on it because all Joel chapter 2, Isaiah 30 talk about the moon gonna turn to blood and the sun gonna lose its light. Like, those things be happening during eclipses. So when these things happen, you supposed to be paying attention. It be the Most High giving off signals from the heaven. Like, get ready. You know what I'm saying? Now, in this particular one, it's going from northwest United States and will end southeast, like right around South Carolina. I know the next time this happens.
Shut up, boy.
7 years from now. Feel me? It ain't happened for real in 99 years to be specific.
That kind of short.
241.
From
Yeah.
100 years down to 7 years, it's wrapping up.
Yeah, it's ramping up, and then the next time, like it's going this way. This time, the next time is going from southeast to northwest. 7 years from 7 years from this year, which will be 2024. And look, it's only hitting the mainland United States. It's coming August 21st, 2017. Yeah. But in 2024, it's supposed to be back in April or something like that. But it's a total solar eclipse, and it's only hitting the United States of America. Deep. All right, so look, you got the 2nd Ezra 16. Let's get in some of it.
Get it, man. It's okay.
Let's get her done. I'll start listening to that first voice, girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? That first man. But 2nd Ezra 16, 16th chapter.
2nd Ezra, chapter 16. Starting at verse 1.
Wars and rumors of war.
Woe be unto Babylon and Asia.
Who? Babylon and who?
And Asia.
Asia. Ain't North Korea part of
Whoa.
Asia?
Yeah. I read this for Colin. Go ahead.
Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia.
Make no mistake about it, you part of the Babylonian construct living in the United States of America. The Most High is saying woe to everybody. Woe to Babylon, which include America today. The military backbone structure of Babylon is America. Make no mistake about it. All right. And Asia, which include Korea, which include China and all that. All right. What else?
Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
We dealing with Africa and Syria. They just launched 56 Scud. Trump launched 56 Scud missiles into Egypt right before he dropped that Moab bomb a couple months ago. So we seeing the very countries that's getting hit. Most High prophesied. Look, Ezra lived 2,500 years ago. Ezra lived before Christ was born. You see? And he's seeing the destruction of the end days in his visions. The Most High gave it to him. All right, what else to say, y'all?
Verse 2.
Yeah.
Gird up yourselves with clothes of sackcloth and hair. Bewail your children.
Do who?
Bewail your children.
Yeah.
And be sorry. For your destruction is at hand.
So it's a time of destruction, warfare. You see it, you hear all this rhetoric in the news. It ain't. Eventually, somebody gonna hit the button and say, "Look, whatever, let's get it cracking." You know what I'm saying? So the best thing to do would be to prep your people. Like you ain't gonna be able to. You can't physically prep for no nuclear fallout. It is everything in a whatever mile radius get melted. It ain't no getting around there. So from here we just talking about being spiritually prepared.
I thought it was underground, but you go underground.
Yeah, the elite building them bunkers, hundreds of miles away. But who in here part of the elite?
Right.
That ain't for you. Ain't for us. It's a wrap. It's gonna be like the Book of Eli around this thing.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
He said you got your little secret ticket up. I'm just saying, like, hey, you ain't part of that elite. You ain't even got no chance. But see, the script most I got something for them too, because it talk about how they gonna have in their mind to go into the holes of the rocks and hide themselves, and the Most High gonna handle them too. So there ain't no escaping when they go down. You understand? So all we can do is prepare spiritually. You can hope everything is going to be better. You can hope economically I can get ahead doing this, and I just take my put options here and invest it here. And I mean, yeah, you're gonna strive as long as you're here to try to, make a better living. But the end game is what? The war is coming, destruction coming. Them missiles gonna be launched. You better believe it. America ain't got them 1,000 nuclear warheads for nothing. Russia got them too. North Korea developing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget about Iran. You got all type of heavy hitters in the game that have nuclear capability. Now, trip out this: the U.S. dropped. The U.S. is the only country to ever drop nuclear, though. So while we thinking how lovable this country is, you live in the only country that has ever dropped, and in war has ever dropped a nuclear bomb. Nobody else has dropped nuclear.
I think any of us ever believe that the United States love.
Yeah, but some folks still, you know what I'm saying, like your Sheriff David Clarks and all them. You know what I'm saying?
Like we got more allies from there right now.
Yeah.
And only because they believe in genocide in North Korea.
Yeah, but the whole thing is, what goes around comes around. Like
it's different over there. Like say that I do something in North Korea, they gonna come out my whole entire family. So not right. Or if I do something here, I just go to jail. Yeah. You just go visit. Like, man, you a fool for what you did. Versus like, man, you fool, you got us all there.
Yeah, but you see what's all coming, because United States ain't it's more people locked up in the United States than it is North Korea. Yeah. There's more people locked. Like don't nobody lock up more folks or bomb on more folks in the country we in. So this based off what they call hold on for a second. What's about this? Just based off what they even call natural law. What goes up must come down. What goes around comes around. The Bible says you got to reap what you sow. So America been planting all type of wickedness throughout the earth. That's how they got so powerful. You know what I'm saying? So the fancy freedoms we think we got, the advantages we think we got, all came through blood, rape, robbery, and murder. So those are the seeds America planted. So what they gonna harvest when it's harvest time? The same thing. If not double, like it's saying in Revelation, they gotta harvest double of what they didn't put out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how she got so great in that short span of time. She became the most powerful nation in 200 years. 200 years. It take nations almost, I'm talking about not 500-600 years to become that great. It took America like 1776 to where you at right now. Like 240 some years. And they the greatest. You understand? That didn't happen by what do they call it? Ethical decisions when it comes to politics and just working hard. And if you work hard for 60 hours a week and put in your back to it, you could be somebody one day. That ain't how America got great. They took what they didn't slow roll nothing. Right. They took what it is. Anybody that was against them, they bombed into subjection. That's where we at with it. All right, Nick, what else to say?
Verse 3.
Yeah.
A sword is set upon you, and who may turn it back?
Yeah.
A fire set among you.
Yeah.
And who may quench it?
So he's saying, like, look, the judgments of the Most High going down. Who gonna stop it? You can hope and cross your fingers and hope something go a different way, but it's not. Even though we're talking about North Korea, America gonna handle them. In the end, America gonna get handled. You feel me? It ain't just by a little old North Korea. It's gonna be a whole host of nations that's gonna come up and get to handling business. They're gonna be shooting arrows at one another. I'm talking about it's gonna be hectic around this deal. What else to say, brother?
Plagues are sent upon you, unto you.
Yeah.
And what is he that may drive them away?
Who gonna drive the plagues away, like what you would call natural disasters? 5-mile wide tornadoes. Y'all heard about that heat wave in Southern Europe called Lucifer? You ain't heard about it? It's 130 degrees in the shade in Europe right now. They scared to cut water on in Vatican City because all the water evaporates. Yeah, look, they name, how you know the Bible real? They named the heat wave Lucifer. Lucifer, the name of the devil before he fell. It's in 13 countries in Southern Europe as we speak right now. It's 130 degrees in the shade, including Vatican City where the dope of Rome is at. And it's so hot, they scared to cut the water on. So you know the smell over there is. You see? So plagues are sent. The plagues are coming. The plagues are here. Who gonna drive them back? The sword sent among you. Who gonna turn it back? See, this whole thing is divine when you're done talking. It's deeper than just your military action or how many military bases you got or how strong you think you are in man's eye. The Most High, the King of the heavens, has decreed judgment. And nobody gonna be able to turn it back no matter how much you cry about it or whatever. It's heard. So all we can do is prepare spiritually. What you say?
It says, what is the Lucifer heat wave in Europe?
What is it?
What you just said.
Yeah. Serious. So you can Google the Lucifer heat wave. They scared to cut water on. Woof. What else you got over there, Bob?
May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood?
That's a good question. Go ahead.
Or may anyone quench the fire in the stubble when it has begun to burn?
That's a good question. If a lion is hungry, who gonna stop a lion from getting at his prey? Who gonna stop him? And he comparing that to the plagues and judgments of God. Once the Most High enter into judgment, all bets is off the table. And we real comfortable now until it comes to your front door. When it comes to your front door and you ain't got you ain't even preparing for it. You don't know nothing about fasting. The nigga don't know nothing about fasting, going without. He panic when the lights go out, when there ain't no AC. You not ready. You not ready for what's coming. So when it hit, you're gonna be one of the first ones to tap out or sell out. You're not ready. You figure you ought to be living the way you live and feeling the way you feel. God forbid you got to go without. The brothers and sisters that's actually been going without and making ends meet. You know what I'm saying? Paycheck to paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Going through all their healing. They in a far better position than those that's been spoiled and lavish their whole damn life. Those that's been going without because they used to it. They used to the days go by the times we don't eat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But some of us have gotten spoiled. Some of us have been pampered and cakered. You can't tell us nothing. Yeah. As a people, we do. We as a people, we do. Feel me? God forbid those that can't go 3 hours without eating. There's gonna be hell in that day. You know what I'm saying? What else to say, Nee? What's up, man? You good? Good, he bro? All right, what else to say, bro?
Verse 7.
Yeah.
May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong arch.
Wow.
The mighty Lord sent the plague.
No, the devil sent the plague.
The mighty Lord sent the plague.
Donald Trump sent the plague.
The mighty Lord sent the plague.
Like when them arrows, modern day arrows, is missiles. Whether they ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, or hellfire, whatever you're talking about, it's the Most High to put it on the minds to go to war. He just dropped the spirit of war in the earth. And it's him that sent them. You feel me? So our people looking like, oh my God, that's God that did. I mean, that's the devil. That's the Lord actually inspiring all this to happen to fulfill his word. Yeah, you're going to put hooks in their jaws and make them come on down to that valley. All right, what else to say?
The mighty Lord sent the plague. And who is he? And who is he that can drive them away?
Yeah.
A fire shall go forth from his wrath.
Yeah.
And who is he that can quench it? He shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear? and he shall thunder. And who shall not be afraid?
Who shall not be afraid of that thunder hit, boy? Everybody get in a fetal position. Oh, what the? Yeah. Most High, you dig? So he's like, look, when I do my thing, everybody gonna be afraid. Everybody gonna be ducking. What else to say?
The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder.
Who shall not be what?
Utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
That's the king you serve. You don't serve the tooth fairy or some passive chump. The Most High don't play no games. I tell you in Exodus 15:3, he's a man of war, which makes sense. Like, man, you can't, you know, you don't want to serve a God that got some get back and pay back for what has happened here. Don't forget you went through the worst slavery in the annals of world history, and you God's people. And the nations have been getting over on you since you arrived here. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget that. All this is paid back for what has happened. So he's like, look, if the Most High threatened, he gonna look, who won't be beaten to powder?
First thing you hear is, well, what's going to happen to the white man?
What's gonna happen? Yeah, what you worried about him for?
She ain't worried about you.
You worried about Donald Trump for when all this go down? You be worried about your own soul. You dig? What else?
Yes, Lord.
You go clapping like a seal at the zoo. Oi, oi! At feeding time. It's feeding time. All praises. Dig? So we in a beautiful time. It ain't nothing to be scared of. It's more exciting than ever.
I was gonna say, it makes you find comfort.
Yeah, I be checking the news every day. Like, man, what else done happened?
And even if I don't make it, I know I say this all the time. Even if I don't make it, I'm gonna praise the Lord all the way to the lake because He kept His word and dropped His. And my people that did make it needed that salvation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Who else needs saving from their enemies?
Nobody else.
You know what salvation means? Actually, deliverance from one's enemies and rulership. That's what it means. Who else need that? Feel me? It don't mean nobody else can have what's called eternal life. It's just talking going into salvation. Salvation means deliverance from your enemies. And there's an aspect of rulership that come with it. Because if you delivered from your enemies, that means you've been placed in your proper position.
Oh, you gotta ask for no king, no lord.
Yeah, he'll be there at that moment. But before we get to the kingdom, this kingdom has to drop. Just like with Egypt. Y'all remember the story about Pharaoh and Moses and all that? Was that a smooth transition? Was it like, oh, come on, Pharaoh, let them go? Yeah, you sure right, Bobby. They making me brick without straw. You know, let them go. Just go on to your homeland. And it had to drop through war and plagues. The Most High had to put Pharaoh down.
They mocked their gods.
You know what I'm saying? Destroyed their gods and everything. He had, so the same thing must happen here, but on a greater scale. Because Israel ain't just in America. We scattered all over the planet now. To where it got to hit all four corners because what has happened to his children. So when you see these type things, don't even be getting nervous. Just make sure, like, every day you trying to be better. That's every day you trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? Get closer to the Most High. It did. Because all this is temporary, so it got to go. Even this flesh that's corrupt, it eventually got to turn to dust.
And notice that everything that man praises, God drops. So you'll know that He's that powerful. Son ain't get up no light. Well, all your son worshipers.
Yeah.
They just died with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There go the moon gods. Yep. Everybody who worship them. Moon ain't giving up no more light. Yeah. They shut down. Stars fall. They got all your monthly prognosticators. All your Greeks. Everybody in the newspapers. Oh, go my Leo sign. We in Leo. Stars is dropping. You see what I'm saying? All that stuff, your earth, all that, Mother Earth. Let me shake her up a little bit so they know it's me. Yeah. Right. So Mother Nature ain't some mysterious woman in the woods eating butter sandwiches. Butter cookies. The mother ain't no such thing as Mother Nature then. That's the Most High that's in the plagues. It ain't no heathen in the middle of the woods nowhere eating butter cookies. It's the Most High sending the plagues the way to either get your attention. You either gonna say, oh, yawn, hit snooze. The water turn blood, whatever. Your Aquarius, or you gonna be like, nah, let me get myself together. Let me go ahead and get myself and my house in order. You dig? I ain't talking about the house built with mortar, my family, my loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Get them together because those are the jewels they gonna need to inherit
that spiritual jewels. You fighting to hold on to something temporary. You fighting to hold on to what's called a burning house. It's a burning house. Like you wouldn't buy purchase a burning house, what you just said. It don't make sense, do it? Why would you buy a burning Brooks? What about you? You buy a burning house? You wouldn't. Now trip off this. We say no real quick, right? Look, say no real quick. We still got so much hope in where we at, which is called the United States of America. This is a burning house. It's already decreed to go up in smoke. You understand? So for the fact that you still got so much invested into this place shows that you would buy a burning house. If you couldn't drop it at the drop of a dime like Job, Abraham, they had to leave everything they knew. I'm out of here. You understand? Job got everything snatched from him overnight. Job was the richest man in the East. Richer than anybody you can think of.
Hey, please give that brother's testimony real quick.
Go ahead, Al. Go ahead.
Hey, look, he said the Lord give it, and the Lord take it.
Right.
And still said, blessed be the name.
Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be the Most High. So this is where your mindset at. Because your mindset is, let me hold on to everything that's temporary as much as possible. Again, nothing wrong with ever having nothing. It's just when it's time to depart from it, is it gonna be a hindrance to you, or you gonna be like, man, look, I ain't tripping off none of it. They can have all this, house, cars, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I just had a meeting this week about my mother having knee surgery, right? So I said, well, hopefully she get it all done. You know what I'm saying? She better walk about this deal. He's like, what you mean? I said, man, I hope the Lord drop this thing. Oh, I'm not. I said, so wait a minute. You know, he a man of color like us. You know? And he was saying that, you know, he just not with the idea of America going down and leaving America. I said, come on, man, please tell me. You cool with being here? He said, I'm good. And that's how people is. I mean, and I ain't go deep with him. I wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Just, it's crazy how you entertain a conversation and then something like this come up. And this is second witness to hear something. See, I mean, it was purpose we talked about this week. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. Because look, we say we won't buy a burning house, but we got so much love for where we at. You couldn't fathom it being no other way.
Even Malcolm talked about that. He said, when I leave America, when God dropped his face on the committee, he said, leave America. Leave this good white man. What I got in Africa? What I leave in Africa? He said, you lost your mind. You see what I'm saying? You done fell in love with this. You became complacent with your enemy in the land of your captivity. You tell somebody that you don't realize that you still in the land of your captivity from the time we touched down. Matter of fact, forget that. From the time we was caught up, murdered. Crossed the water, murdered and dumped off the side of the ship. Landed, murdered. And murdered all the way up to this day. I mean, so much blood been shed that you don't think your God don't owe this place to pay back. Man, drop the hammer on this. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, and according to what we reading, it's coming. Going to Babylon, Asia, Syria, Egypt, everywhere we've been in bondage. Everywhere you've been in bondage. So everybody that touched you got an answer.
It makes sense. Don't you want your God to defend you? Like he owed that to them.
Exactly.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, baby. My bad.
No, you're fine. You know what I'm saying? Like us that sit over here in America, we laugh at like the little Africans that stay together. You know, people that come to their house together.
Yeah.
Even Mexican, you be laughing at them, but it's gonna come a day and time where that's what we're gonna be at.
It's happening now.
Yeah, you don't have to be, you know what I'm saying? Also, you better get cool with your family members, so you gotta be loud.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you come with your family, because also
I know a lot of people that been living in board houses.
Yeah,
it's a balance, man. Look, everybody that's in your house is not of your house. Everybody that's Israel ain't Israel.
Exactly.
Man's enemies is those of his own household. Christ gave a very specific criteria. Those who do the will of my Father.
That's my family.
That's my family. And that don't come from, because his mother and his brothers and them was on the scene. And he shut all that down. Hey, Christ, you know, Matthew 12:50, if you want to read it. Matthew 12, you know, like you want to
we can read.
So basically it boils down to, you know what time.
Like y'all my family. I got, you know what I'm saying? Listen, don't think we ain't blood or not blood. So we gotta get that's that American thing. Because see, when we think blood, we think nation.
Right.
So because we are the same nation, we not out of the same direct house, like, you know, the house of Maccabee, the house of Nehemiah, you know what I'm saying, with Menum, and you know what I'm saying? We got different houses, but we're one nation.
Right.
So y'all are our blood.
Yeah,
we all Judites.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And even if you ain't a Judite, you still are the 12.
Right.
You family.
Right.
So just because I just put scriptures every day about like disobedient kids and all that Ecclesiasticus. You know what I'm saying? This and that. I had a sister that went on to a little, you know, spin about kids and how they been going off and this. I said, sister, I feel it. I understand. Then I put some script up. You know, Deuteronomy 21, Ecclesiastes 16. Listen, it's better to have one child, it says, that love the Lord and do his will, than to have 1,000. You see what I'm saying? Big family don't mean nothing if they don't serve God.
Exactly. So that's where the
it's not about quantity, it's about quality.
So basically you should be focusing on getting yourself right with the Most High, because it can come down at
you first. That's a self-check for us as parents. Before we lay down and even think about having children, we should be right in these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Exactly.
So we can rear these children up that way. Now we out here just jumping around lily pad section. You know what I'm saying?
I like that phrase. I might steal that from you, boy. A lily pad.
Yeah, just jumping around, bro. And you got all these kids. And listen, torn between your culture and the culture of the world. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And look, I've been through it. I know my sister says she goes through it with, you know, her babies and stuff.
That's all you gotta stick to it. You can't do this.
You gotta do your part.
You can't do this for no month and then backslide on it and want to pick back up for what day or two and then back.
And you gotta
that ain't teaching your kids.
That's right.
You gotta live this all the way out.
Gotta be diligent with it, because that's where we at.
So we say to the casket drop.
To the casket drop. The plagues are here.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got? Back up like 2 verses. Go into the missiles.
Go back to the arrows again.
Yeah, the arrow. The arrow.
Verse 7 again. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues. And who is he that can drive them away?
Good question.
A fire shall go forth from his wrath. And who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightning. And who shall not fear? He shall thunder. And who shall not be afraid?
Right.
The Lord shall threaten. And who shall not utterly beat to powder at his presence? Verse 12.
The Most High ain't playing no games. Y'all hear that? All right. So look, get your house in order. Not the one built with mortar. My brother Aki say. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Verse 12.
Yeah.
The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea arises up with waves from the deep.
Like tsunamis in them, right? An earthquake in the middle of the ocean, and then they send a tsunami on the coast or whatever. The Most High send them tsunamis, 500 feet high waves, wiping out coastal cities. That's how the Most High. Ain't nobody doing that, man. Ain't nobody sitting behind no scene doing none of that. It's the Most High decreeing it. There's angels getting it done. What else to say, Out?
And the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand, and beneath the bow his arrows that he shooteth are sharp.
Hold on, what is it? Beneath the bow, what is it? Bendeth or beneath?
Bendeth.
Read that again, I'll keep what it say.
For the strong is he, and the hand that bendeth the bow.
Yeah, so the Most High is super precise. He don't waste, you know how the Negro waste bullets today? When he be shooting, he'll shoot like 1,000 rounds and don't hit nothing. And how the Most High get down. Each arrow hit. When he's shooting, he decreed it hit. Super precision. Don't play no games, right? Go ahead, Hebrew.
His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss.
The Lord don't miss. He's the ultimate boogeyman. People talk all that crazy madness about, you know, the boogeyman, somebody hiding in the closet. It's the Most High. He the one that's the ultimate terrorist, the ultimate boogeyman. When he hit, he wipe nations out. You understand? That's the judgment that's coming. When them arrows decreed from him to get shot off, they won't miss. Won't miss their boy. So if it's decreed for America to get hit, it will be hit.
You can't pray it away.
No.
You can't wish it away.
No.
You can't offer up sage away.
He say, boy, we're over there doing some spirit dancing. You know what I'm saying? Lord, please don't, man. Look, it's a wrap.
How do you pray for the stability? You know what? Let
Bring it out.
Be true.
Bring it out, bro.
You never saw Israel pray for Egypt. Sure. Lord, let Pharaoh's pyramids increase while we foot to brick and mud. Let the Pharaoh's gold and his chariots go long and hard.
May they be prosperous. May he inherit the kingdom of you, God.
May the Romans and all their sexual exploits be founded in the earth. Let their boy booty loving selves be prosperous, Lord.
Yes, Lord.
Not just you don't see it.
Not you today.
Lord, let the Persians and all their pagan goat worships be founded in the earth forever, Lord.
Yeah, the Babylonians.
Man, you heard the Israelites say, Lord, drop this mother sucker and get us the hell up out of here.
Yeah,
we done lost that part. We don't even pray like that no more. You know what you pray like now? And I ain't talking about over here. You know how you pray now?
We know we ain't right.
Lord, bless my
enemy. You know you ain't right with the Most High, then you ain't gonna pray.
Lord, I pray he killed my mama. During when they killed them people, man, the bodies ain't even 24 hours old.
Well, this they say.
Yeah, you got me. That's because you've been getting your rear end kicked up past your shoulder blades for 400 years by the heathen.
Somebody do that walk. Do that walk with your ass kicked up past your shoulder.
You ain't.
What was she looking at it?
Yeah, you ain't. Like you done got beat down by the heathen so much. You can't even fathom and pray most side. You say vengeance is yours. Bring vengeance.
You don't pray like that no more.
You just butterfly.
As soon as you get a gun, I wish a nigga would. Every time I wish a cracker would. You get a pistol, you look at that boy, I wish a nigga trip. Damn, well, this nigga ain't got shit coming for me.
Yeah, police roll up. Oh, shit. You throw your guns under the car. No, guns be under the car. Throw them under the car. Sir, yes, sir. Yeah, cool, Bill. Yeah, I bet.
Now I'm on my way to church.
Yeah.
It's Thursday night. I'm having lockdown service.
Yeah. They whipping Arnie your church clothes. Yeah. Yeah. So our mindset, what all bro's saying is our minds have been destroyed to where we in a state of war. We're not even praying for spiritual intervention. We're not even praying for the Most High angels to straight destroy these devils. You more like, oh Lord, bless the Ku Klux Klan and all the Nazis.
Forgive him.
Forgives Dylan Storm Roof, who shut up the church in South Carolina and killed 9 of my people.
Right.
Like you ain't gonna be like, we gonna read Psalms 109.
We're not supposed to pray for them, right?
No, the enemies that the Messiah was saying pray for was the enemies of our own people. Like you got uncles you ain't talked to in 5 years because he owe you $5. You feel me? You got people within your family you don't even deal with no more just because you heard they was on Facebook talking bad about you. That's who Christ say forgive and pray for. He ain't said nothing about praying for the clan who just raped your mama and castrated your father. Or who just killed Mike Brown out in the street. He ain't said nothing. Pray for Darren Wilson. Lord, bless the gun of Darren Wilson. May he have a long, prosperous life. The prayer that these brothers are praying for those who were committing acts of war against their people was the total opposite. Psalms 109. We'll get that. Matter of fact, you want to read that real quick? Bookmark your spot right there. Let's come back to that 2nd Ezra 16. That's the plagues we in. Just in case somebody think we lying. Psalms the 109th chapter. We'll see how you're supposed to be praying in this hour. What's wrong with you, little joker? What you say?
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Psalm 109. We need Psalm 58 too after that. And then we can go read where the Messiah was talking about pray for your enemies. You see, talking about praying for the enemies of your own household, your own people. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we the ones that need to learn how to love one another. We the ones being murdered on a record-breaking level out here. Who else need to learn to love each other?
You don't pray for these white mofos, but you won't even pray for the nigga that broke in your career.
Yeah. I wish a nigga would. That's a disease we have called I wish a nigga would. But the cops pull up and you don't say that to them. You be Johnny Law, sir, yeah. Cool. Oh, dude, yeah. You be all beat. You be talking like you hold your nose. But I thought you was gangster. What happened here? I thought you niggas was, hard.
I don't thug like you no more.
Yeah. I thought you men was hard.
Tupac died, my gangster guys. My spirit's Machiavelli.
Yeah, you be turning. You be turning down your little bossy. F the police. You be turning out. Yeah. Come on, let's read.
I went back in my white tee now.
Yeah, Psalm 109.
Psalms 109.
Now trip off this prayer right here.
A man who was one with his creator.
This David.
Like God.
David. King David. Trip off his prayer for his enemies. Go ahead.
Verse 1. Hold not thy peace.
Yeah, he asked him, Lord, look, don't be quiet. Don't go silent on this. What else?
Oh God of my praise, for the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are opened against me.
The mouth of the who?
Wicked and deceitful.
Wow.
They have spoken against me with a lying tongue.
The Negro is shiftless, feeble-minded.
He's a thug.
They're all welfare recipients. They're only good for babies.
They're dumb. They're not educated.
Okay. What else to say?
They compass me about also with words of hatred.
Words of who?
Hatred.
Wow. Go ahead.
And fought against me without cause. For my love, they are my adversary.
And true about it, the more you love America, the more she actually hates you. The more the Negro eat his American pie and fly his American flag, the more he's murdered. You ain't did nothing but be obedient since you've been here. You done put all your children in the schools. You done served this God. You done went and fought in his wars. You done played his sports. You done lost your name. You done lost your language. Put down yoga. You done did everything asked of you. And you still hate him. No. So for your love, he's your adversary.
You depend to his flag. Yeah. The Negro try to sing that national anthem better than any other race in the world. They're crooning the hell out of that old.
Yeah, all down in your solar plexus. Just feeling it. Bottom lip, fluttering. Yeah. Snotting. Go ahead. What else to say?
Now, this is what he said. But I give myself unto prayer.
What kind of prayer? Bees and butterflies and lollydrops and flowers. Go ahead.
And they have rewarded me evil for good. And hatred for my love.
That's right.
Set thou a wicked man over him.
So David's asking the Most High, look, set a wicked man over him. Set a wicked man over him. This is a man of God's prayer to the Most High about his enemies. Not those of his own people, but his straight enemies to suppress him.
And notice, he didn't say I give them over the prayer. He said I give myself over the prayer.
Now, what is he praying? His first words in his prayer is what? Set a wicked man over him. Wow, what else?
And let Satan stand at his right hand.
Let the adversary, the devil, stand at his right hand. Go ahead.
When he shall be judged, let him be condemned.
David is asking the Most High to condemn whoever this is, not to bless him. Right? Condemn him. What else to say?
That his prayer becomes sin.
That is who?
Prayer becomes sin.
That whatever he pray become a crime in the eyes of the Most High. What else?
Let his days be few.
Now let him live a long, prosperous.
Let his days be few.
Let him live a long, prosperous.
Let his days be few.
Let him live an exuberant life.
Let his days be few.
Let his days be few. Is this in the Bible?
This is in the Bible.
A man of God wouldn't preach like this. That's what you think today. Because again, you can have your rear end kicked up past your shoulder blades. All you know is to bow to this heathen. You don't know no better. And being that we ain't got no power, why wouldn't you be praying to the Most High to intervene in this situation? Praying to your power to bring this heathen down. You ain't praying to him. The Negro don't even pray no more. He's too busy trying to keep up with the Joneses. What else?
Let his days be few, and let another take his office. Let his children be fathered.
Not the babies.
Yeah, the babies.
Not the little old blind-haired, blue-eyed babies. So let his children be fathered. Why? Because they didn't trip off what it was with you. They used to catch alligators. You know, everybody walking around with alligator shoes on, especially back in the early 1900s. Do you know how they caught them alligators? It's a racial slur they used to call it. It's called gator bait. Yeah, they take a little baby, like, why were you sleeping in your bed? They take like my little joker right here. Look at him.
This baby right here.
He'll vanish.
Because he'll cry real good.
Yeah.
And they'll attract the alligator.
Yeah, he'll vanish. And that's how they caught alligators back in the day. They take them small children. You feel me? And go fishing with them. And the Hebrew babies would be used to catch the alligators.
Hey, y'all, this is easy with Google history.
Yeah, gator bait.
Yeah.
Look up gator bait. That's a racial, so it's like calling you a nigga.
They got all kinds of
mementos, every kind of
pencils, pens,
postcards with the babies.
Everything with babies getting eaten by alligators.
Yeah, gator bait.
Yeah.
Even the you know the bomb pop song that
nigga love the watermelon.
Yeah, I know that was the song. You know that bomb pop truck to come around. That when they come around and everybody like, I want me mama, I want me a strawberry. Do y'all know that song was made in the early 1900s? Do you know the name of the song? Nigga love a watermelon. Look it up.
YouTube, you play right here.
You'll be like, man, that's great. Because that song is drilled in our heads because every time we heard the truck, we like, it's time to get off. Yeah, time to get a bomb pop or something. But it's called the song that they playing, that they ding ding ding. It's called Nigga Love a Watermelon. yeah, this is the beast.
Ain't no shame.
Yeah.
And his wife a widow.
And his wife a who?
Widow.
And his wife be a widow. His children fathers and his wife a widow.
So what did David just ask for? Basically, the death of the head of the house. Yeah. That's what David just asked for. Let the head of that house go away. Death unto him. That's the only way a child can be fathered than the wife a widow. Father got to be off the playing field. Then after the father off the playing field, listen to the next part. Let his children be continually vagabond and beg, and let them seek their bread also out of the desolate place.
No, vagabond. You see that? And beg, so mean the children not established anymore. They're begging for bread. Go ahead.
Let the extortioner catch all that he has, and let the stranger spoil his labor. Let there be none to extend mercy unto him, neither let there be any to favor his fatherless children.
That may his children not even be favored. No mercy to him. And he's going to tell you why he's asking the Most High for this. All right, go ahead.
This deeper. Let his posterity be cut off.
That means his whole lineage. A man's posterity is his lineage, his children.
Castrate that.
You say cut him down. Serious thing. Going against God's anointed. Go ahead.
And in the generation following, let their name be blotted out.
Let their name be blotted out in the generation following. This don't sound like no soft prayer. Now, this is in the Bible, and it's something that a righteous man of God prayed to the Most High about his enemies that would not let up off him. Why they ain't your prayer?
And this is your ancestor. He's everybody here acknowledges that it is.
That's King David. The one who cut off Goliath's head, killed Goliath, cut his head off. That's David's prayer to the Most High. What else, Hebrew?
Let the iniquity of his father be remembered with the Most High.
So now somebody will say, when they come up to you and say, well, I didn't own any slaves. My great-great-granddaddy owned yours, but I didn't. It say, let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered. You see, like we had to pay for our forefathers saying, crucify him. Our forefathers, I went in Jerusalem 2,000 years ago. When our forefathers yelled, crucify him, crucify him. And let the curse fall on our children.
That's what they say.
That's why we went through the worst slavery in the annals of world history. Because our wicked forefathers gave up the Son of God and ordered for him to be crucified and cursed their children. Let the curse fall on our children. So what you do, believe it or not, affects your children and your children's children.
So it's a ripple effect?
It's a ripple effect. The wickedness you do will affect them great-grandbabies. The righteousness you do will affect them great-grandbabies. That's why it's important right now to turn back to the Most High and do what He commands and says. Because what you do would directly affect them. Then they grow up to copy you, and they raise children the same way that you was doing. Either you was righteous or you was wicked. If you was wicked, the ripple effect, the seeds is going to bear fruit, it's going to be all wickedness. They learned it from their parents and their grandparents. If you righteous, and guess what? The ripple effect will be righteousness. So we say, let the iniquities of their fathers. He wasn't doing nothing but repeating what his grandpappies did to us. They just found a boy head cut off in Jackson, Mississippi last month. Short-leggers. There was some Hebrew babies that found his head on the porch. These heathens still, look, they still hanging us. Y'all ain't forgot about Sandra Bland or Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon just got a wife.
Did they ever figure out what happened?
Eric Gordon, killer just got a wife.
Lost cause. You said what, Hebrew?
Eric Gordon, the killer, just got a wife.
Eric Gordon's killer, Daniel Pantaleo, the heathen, the Roman beast that choked him.
Just got a wife.
Just got married.
Why is he living? And why people ain't praying?
And look, we ain't even praying for them. We done forgot. As long as it don't happen to you at your house, you like, it's all good. It ain't better him than me. Right? But as soon as it come knocking at your door, you gonna want somebody to bring some type of attention to the situation. Yeah, that's why you never forget. The Most High don't be forgetting what done happened to us. We forget. You go home, watch your power, you know. You rather talk about Tasha and what she did last episode.
Couple of weeds.
Burn you a blunt or something. You forget about, what's going on. You don't really care about what's going on with you and your people. You rather just, thug it out. That's all you rather do. You rather just thug it out and be an individual. But this thing is about to hit us nationwide. It's already hitting us. So where you're going to be forced to deal with it. And the Most High going to force us to come together. Because a white man about to get you out of his pocket. He about to cut your food stamps, cut your financial aid. Yeah, the white man about done with you niggas. You gonna have to be ready to totally depend on your God and put aside your petty differences and come together as a people. That's the only way it's gonna work. Other than that, you're gonna go down. You can be an individual if you want out here when this thing hit. You understand? You're gonna fall, you're gonna go down the drain real quick. All right, what else to say, Ak?
Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with the Most High.
That's right.
And let not the sin of his mother be blotted.
Don't forget them little missy heathens that blamed that blamed Emmett Till for whistling. Y'all know about Emmett Till, don't y'all?
She lied.
Lied the whole time.
She passed away.
Yeah.
So she can't be
that heathen said that brother, as a 13-year-old, one of my little jokers ages back there, whistled at her when he visited Mississippi. They went up in that brother's, went in his uncle's house, and which I still don't understand. Man, look, I'd have blew them heathens' head off. They just had to kill me. You're not finna take my nephew up out of here. And I'm just gonna be, okay.
That's that ass kicked up to your shoulder.
Yeah. Anyway, Moses Wright. That's his name was Moses Wright. They knocked on his door, went in there, took Emmett Till, which was my little brother in them age, right here. Took him about her. They found that brother at the bottom of a river with a cotton gin tied to his head.
After.
Do you know this heathen? Because she's still living.
Yeah, she's still alive.
They hide it where she is.
The Missy heathen. She still is. She about 80, 90 years old by now.
Wow. And why is she still alive?
She just came out last year and admitted she made all of it up.
And ain't nobody in his family ain't the thought to go take that heathen head off.
They don't know where she
is. That nigga bust a car with him.
Everybody else.
Let a nigga bust their car with him. They bust it out.
You see that? And look, that ain't that far ago for us to be thinking like 1950 wasn't number 60 years ago.
They just soon look right using his
Yeah.
His family.
But ain't going after him.
They made him change the song around and everything. And he lost his sponsorship about groups for a second.
Yeah, you'll sue Lil Wayne.
Look, that's not unrighteous. That's not unrighteous. Because soon as anybody do anything in one year with so-called white America, they dropping the mother ball bomb.
Yep, sure.
Soon as anybody do anything, they dropping hellfire missiles on them while they sit in Nevada 4,000 miles away.
Like they did Little Black Wall.
What killed me is that this beach, anything to anybody that may meet it with unbiased, unprejudiced hate. But then as soon as it happened to you, why we can't just have peaceful protest? Why we can't talk about it? Listen, the only way you can beat somebody is to talk their language. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I let you decipher with that. You can't talk to nobody who speaks Chinese if you speak Spanish because you don't solve it. You'll never come to it.
You see that?
You gotta talk their language.
David
is asking for their language to be spoken to.
Hey, notice he say, don't forget about the sin of that mama. Hit the father, but don't forget that mother.
But he prayed for the children
because she was complacent in it. You understand? Yeah, remember the movie Rosewood?
Oh, yeah.
It was a nigga. And the whole town got burnt down behind it. And she was the one being the whore. She was banging a little
banging a white boy.
You ain't ever seen Rosewood? Rosewood with Bing Rames. With Bing Rames and Don Cheadle in there. It's a true story about Rosewood, Florida. Rosewood, Florida, right? It was this little it was in Florida. It was a poor little white, you know, it was two towns, Rosewood and Sumner. Yeah. Rosewood was where the bros stayed at, they families, they was cool, they was by themselves. Sumner was like right up the street, Bell Ridge or something like that, right up the street, right? It was a heathen who was cheating on her husband, sawmill or whatever. She was banging some little white boy traveling Mason.
And the people knew.
Right?
They sure did.
She banging some little traveling Mason or whatever. She tried to check him over something. He beat her hard. Don't ever touch me. Kicked her. So she knew her husband had to come on. So instead of admitting that she just been playing the whore, she was like, I got raped by a nigga. It was a nigga. And Rosewood, that was back in the early 1900s. Man, that whole town got burnt down behind that. So many brothers got killed behind that. Children killed, scattered. Because a white woman opened her mouth and said a nigga raped her while she was having sex with some other white man that wasn't her husband.
Hey, y'all check this out.
And the Klan loaded up quick. The Klan rallied up, you feel me? And came down and got with our people. Some of our people stood up and was, you know, shooting back and all that.
Black guy,
yeah, Don Cheadle and Bing Rames.
He stood up.
Yeah, but the crazy.
He got his little niece from working out that store too.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, you on your way up out of here.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But his cousin or his niece, she was getting hit by the store.
Right.
The store owner was hitting her up. And he was like, look, you know what you doing up in here. Walked up in that deal with his shotty up like, hey, I'll kill one of you devils. Don't even play with me. Get on up out of here. Dig. So they had to straight stand up and fight, man. All over a lot. All over a lot.
Hey, look, that's not uncommon, y'all. That's Rosewood. It's Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Look, I just posted a post. I study a lot, but not enough. It's called Global 4. I mean, I took it out to everybody. Global 4, same story. White woman claimed that she was raped by the black guy. One of the black guys was at the train station. Didn't even know the other black guy. He was there a little bit. They actually got records and testimonies. He was in there, you know, at the bar doing whatever. he got arrested with them. They straight killed them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Went out with a gun, hunt them down, shot them dead. 70 years later, they apologized for that. How do you
apologize 70 years later? No, you can't come say nothing.
How do you do that?
Hey, and it's crazy because look, we right next to East St. Louis. Y'all remember?
Oh, the biggest ride.
Y'all remember the East St. Louis race riots? That was 100 years ago, 1917.
And they said after that, that's why I just never looked back the same. They never touched it.
East St. Louis used to be very, what you would call successful. You know what I'm saying?
It was a slave-free state.
Yeah, East St. Louis was that deal. 100 years ago, July 7th, 1917, a couple days after the 4th of July, there was the East St. Louis race riots. Man, the Mississippi River turned red. Mississippi River turned red with the blood of our people. That's how many niggas they killed behind. We was trying to cross the bridge and come into St. Louis, and they was gunning bros down. Bros had to straight swim across the river, do all type of stuff, man. Yeah, the East St. Louis race riots went down 100 years ago, July 1917.
I mean, I know about it, but you're right.
They called it the Bloody Summer. Yeah, right here. What would it be? 5-6 miles from East St. Louis?
And they don't never talk about that.
I think Elliot Davis did a little piece on it.
We did on the radio. Me and Jake was on the radio. We was on the radio and we spoke on it. Like, man, look, it's been 100 years since the East St. Louis race riots. Some of us got like Jacob and them grandparents was around.
Still alive at that time, yeah.
You feel me? That was around then. That was like, man, look, we remember that. You understand? So these things, and then look, like in your day, you say, well, that's far-fetched. That could never happen, bro. They put these movies right in your face. Purge, election year.
Yeah.
What you think? These are the sons and grandsons of them devils that got at your people. They ain't forgot none of this, man. You understand?
Look, y'all seen it, man, like the movie Great Debaters, right? See how it was when old boy killed that kid? You know what I'm saying? His boys was out there, tell them kids looking at each other. That's how they race. It's that's look at all them ancient pictures of how our ancestors died. They hanging on trees. They got their children out there. Look, and then they smiling better and harder than the parents.
That's what they straight.
They burn.
They straight teach their kids to hate us. We be calling all you fucking love.
No, I'm telling you.
That's why mine goes down.
But you know what was crazy? A couple years back, I was going to the gun range a lot. White people bring their little kids up there. They even supposed to be shooting.
Yeah, they can.
And look, and you be out of the book of Jasher, we supposed to be teaching our kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be teaching
the weapons of war.
I remember when we was going to Tennessee, my uncle was doing.
Because listen, the only reason why they won't fall victim to gun violence is you teach them about guns. Guns don't kill us people who we got here.
Yeah.
So they have a respect for it, they understand it. They had one man on YouTube with his daughter.
Yeah.
Breaking the gun down, everything, calling out the laws, everything. So what happened to this? We do this.
Yeah. We got them together.
Like a little bit here.
Little bit girl breaking guns down, man, calling out the laws, how to move.
Did you see the video that the white man posted his daughter? Look, she in a wood.
Oh, shit like this.
She got a
Pop, she got other guns. Pop, clip, drop, pop.
I heard, look at this right here. East St. Louis riots, Wikipedia. The East St. Louis riots or East St. Louis massacres of May and July 1917 were an outbreak of labor and race-related violence that caused the deaths of at least 40 African Americans, caused by white mobs inflamed over labor iniquities, beat, shot, and lynched Africans. May 28th and July 2nd, 1917, location East St. Louis, Illinois. So it was 2 riots that broke out that year.
Yeah,
one in May and one in July.
1 month, then come back next month.
May and July.
May and July.
May and July. You see that? So that's what we at with it. Look, finish reading that wisdom call it. We need Psalm 58 and get back to that second Ezra. Now trip off that. The thing is, today we done got seduced and believing into the American dream, or what's called the image of the beast. It's a mark of the beast, his image. You believe in the American dream, you believe in the image of the beast. Feel me? We ask all the time, would you buy a burning house? You say no. But when we ask you about what are your goals in life or what you're trying to accomplish, nobody never says, look, make it to the kingdom of heaven. That ain't that's not even the first thing on your list. You on some all type of trying to be this by the age of this and make this.
And my debt paid.
And so what that let us know based off your response is you done taken on, for one, the image of the beast, and two, you would buy the keys to a burning house. You would purchase a burning house because you still in some way, shape, form, or fashion attached to this. What you saying? You can't have nothing? Never saying that. You feel me? We have stuff and we lose it. Life is a roller coaster. You be up, you be down. Don't be attached to none of this stuff. None of this will ever, when it comes to the weighing scale to get you into the kingdom, this ain't got nothing to do with it. You ain't gonna be able to tell the Lord, well, I had 50,000 in the bank saved. You gonna brag to the Lord about some Federal Reserve notes? Now look, now on the Federal Reserve note are all the faces of your slave masters. Everybody on them dollar bills owns slaves. Even Big Head Ben Franklin.
So I came to free you, and this is what you come to me with?
Even Big Head Ben Franklin, them $100 bills, he owns slaves. I didn't trip up this. Just another again. Fires from riots are seen from EADS Bridge. The same bridge we drive over. That bridge is still standing, right? It's a June 20th, 2016. That's when this was written. It's in the Poach's Patch. Smoke rises from fires set by white mobs in East St. Louis during the riot on July 2nd, 1917. The caption that ran with this picture on July 3rd, 1917, in the St. Louis Star notes it was taken the evening of July 2nd from the Eads Bridge. Rioters burned more than 300 black homes and businesses. Wow. At least 39 blacks and 9 whites were killed during the rampage, but the total probably was closer to 100. Rioters dumped many bodies of their black victims into Cahokia Creek. Wow. And we go over to Cahokia to this day. Right across the bridge. You know that. And look, but when you go through there, I mean, it's an eerie feeling when you ride through certain parts of what you know is East St. Louis. It's like, man, something ain't right. You dig? And look, that place never recovered. It's like the poorest spot in the United States of America.
Illinois as a whole.
Right? I'm tripping off just East St. Louis.
And look,
like you can go you can go down a couple exits to Collinsville and Belleville. Right. Like a whole nother world. Right. Like a whole nother world. That's like yeah. Just like
and that's actually in history was a predominantly black society that was flourishing and thriving. I'm talking about flourishing and thriving. That wealthy. Man, so we had that right here within our own.
Where you at? These are spots that we can easily go visit that's minutes away from us. That has all type of historical connection, race wars and all that. So for us to think when the Messiah say nation gonna rise against nation, in your mind you just like, okay, America against Great Britain or whatever. But nation, the root word for nation is nationality, which means races of people are gonna be rising against each other. So the race wars are prophesied in the Bible. We done went through everything, and what we going through is now. Root word for nationality is nation. Nation shall rise against nation. You're talking about different races of people rising up against each other, banging, right? So what's the key to race relations? It's prophesied in the Bible. All you can do is decide which side you on concerning your God. Because even those of another nation that's down with our God, look out for God's people. The Bible says, pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Those that love thee will prosper. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Like we the children of Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? So any nation claim they down with the God of the Bible need to be looking out for God's children if they want to be blessed. John Brown, a good example.
Yeah, he went in.
Boy, I pray one day I get to meet that heathen. In the resurrection, of course, he's been long dead. But that was a heathen when you go into his history. Was killing his own because we was enslaved. Went around the plantation with his Bible, one hand. Has revolver in the next. It was doming his fellow heathens. You understand? When they finally caught up to him, they made him ride his casket to his hanging, to his lynching. So his last words, this is John Brown of Kansas. Live around the time Harriet Tubman lived. Right after the Nat Turner, you know what I'm saying, revolt and all that. John Brown of Kansas was a white preacher. Right? Lived during the time of Harriet Tubman, whatever. But when they finally caught up with the heathen, well, the Gentile brother, should I say, they made him ride his casket to his lynching. Right? So his last words, they would ask him, why did you do it? Traitor! Nigger lover! Now, why'd you do it? Answer simple. Those are God's people. And when I meet my maker, I'm going to tell him I'll do it again for the least of them. They hung him right after that. You feel me? There's room for Gentiles like that in the kingdom of our God. You understand? Like, salute. That's what I'm talking about. You got Gentiles that'll be servants to us in the kingdom, such as John Brown.
Now they won't be inside the gates like that. It's the same as the courtyard in the old world. Even when you see the new, you got the court of the Gentiles, and then you got Israel. Israel will be up here. You know what I'm saying? The 12 names on the gate, and we'll enter through that gate from what tribe we are. But they'll be in the court of the Gentiles, and they have to come up and keep the feast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they'll be servants to us in the kingdom.
So like, be serving.
That's just Jerusalem.
Not what we was not the bondage. Because there's a difference between slavery, servitude, and bondage. Yeah. So they're being service to us, but not the way that they had us in bondage. So we ain't sitting there kicking them in the ass, hanging them,
raping their women and lynching them. Nothing like that. But the thing is this, like Jerusalem is just the headquarters. We gonna be ruled over the entire planet. You feel me? So you're gonna have servants serving you. You understand? But the only ones that's gonna be serving you will be the ones that spared the lake of fire. The ones that spared the lake of fire. Let me finish real quick. The ones that spared the lake of fire gonna be servants of your God and have no problem with fetching you wine. I got wine for you. What you need me to do for your children? It's all good. So that of course that's not Hitler and the Klan and none of them. All them heathens going into the lake of fire for their wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Any Gentile that spared to see eternal life will be a servant of our God first and foremost, and will be a handmaid, a servant to you, to assist you in the kingdom running this planet right here. You feel me? Not sitting on thrones with no crowns on their head and nothing like that. They got a position they play, and their position is handmaids and servants. And just like in their kingdom, what are you? You ain't on the same level as them.
Right.
You not.
And you love your job.
Yeah. You just not on the same level as them. They won't be on the same level as us, even in eternal life. They won't be. You see what I'm saying? But but it'd be a righteous servitude. Like if that was my option, look, lake of fire, tormentation, or get in where you fit in. Hey, sign me up. What you need me to do?
I got a question. This is a question that I run into a lot when I'm trying to, get word to people and tell them how to way. A lot of people feel like, but I know a lot of people feel like, well, if I know I done committed all this, then I'm saying all this, and this is a possibility I should go to the lake of fire. Like, what do I give them to give them that?
And the scriptures say all the iniquity will be forgiven, man, except blasphemy of the Holy Spirit.
Right.
You blaspheme the Holy Spirit, you receive the mark of the beast, you have no forgiveness in this world or the world to come. You feel me? So no matter what you've done, Paul was a murderer, and he was forgiven. Feel me? Just what you do about it, you turn away from it. You turn away from it, and you go hard and do the works of the Most High. It don't matter what you done did. Whatever you've done, you can be forgiven of as long as you ain't blasphemed the Holy Spirit or took the mark of the beast. You can actually be forgiven for whatever you've done in this life. Feel me? Through one man, death came. Through the Messiah, life comes. All right, redemption. Look, let's finish this off. If we read down to 16 and then jump to Psalm 50, you ain't got to read that whole Psalm 109.
So we good?
You in verse 16?
I'm at 16 right now.
Read at 16 and we can jump. Go ahead.
Verse
Psalm 109, verse 16.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Verse 16.
Yeah.
Because then he remembered not to show mercy.
This is why he praying to the Lord about this. He didn't show mercy. You feel me? He wasn't looking out for those. He was like bumping. I'm just gonna be a cool tyrant my whole life. So he didn't show mercy. Go ahead.
But persecuted the poor and needy man.
He persecuted the who?
Poor and needy man.
That's who we are. That represent us. We the poor and we the needy. They didn't show mercy, so judgment must come. Go ahead, Doc.
That he might even slay.
Grab Psalm 58. Psalm 58, 1 through 10. Psalm 58, and then let's get back to the second Ezra. Then we need that Matthew 24. Action packed, Denzel. You feel me? Action packed in this deal. What them Hebrews out there doing? What they on? Wow, what's up? Yeah, all right. Them watch that lot out there, man. He over there knocked out.
They good out there?
Psalm 58. Psalm 58. Bunny, what's up, girl? Over there sleepy. You be all right, girl.
Psalm 58.
Psalm 58. Let's get it. I believe so. Yeah. Yeah.
Psalms 58:1.
Yes, sir.
Do you indeed speak righteousness or congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wicked. Ye weigh the battles of your hands in the earth.
Yeah.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
The wicked are who?
Estranged from the womb.
So there's a wicked inclination on certain heathens from the womb. You understand? It's a certain heathens from the moment they born. There's a certain wicked inclination that's on them from the womb. Go ahead, Doc.
They go astray as soon as they be born. Speaking lies.
As soon as they be born. Speaking lies, huh? Wow.
No, I ain't talking about born. No, you talking about the gay mess. They talking about they born.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just said it's wicked.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying they born telling lies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead, Hebrew.
Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
Yeah.
They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear. Which crowd. You know the crowd. You know the crowd.
Grab that. Good.
Rainy outside. Verse 5. Which will not hearken to the voice of the charmers, charming never so wise, breaking their teeth, oh God, in their mouth.
Break their teeth, oh God, in their mouth. So he asked the Most High to break their teeth. Oh boy, you got thrown headlong. Look at him. Boy, you got thrown headlong. You finna get it. Boy, you.
Verse 6. Breaking the teeth, oh y'all, in their mouth.
Like, oh my God, yeah.
Breaking out the great teeth of the young lions.
Break out the what?
Oh yeah, break out the teeth of the young lions.
He said break out the teeth of the young lion. Boy, Granny was playing no games over there. What's she playing? Boy, he was looking.
I seen Boogie and whooping. I'm like,
boy, he was looking like, oh. Look at them, they coming on in. Yeah, I get some get right.
Yeah, I ain't never seen it, but Mama Mia don't play.
I better get some get right, boy. Look at his over there smiling. Yeah.
The scripture, I gotta kill a kid, get away with it. Look at me, I gotta kill a kid, get away with it.
All right, man. Let's get back to it though. Psalm said break their teeth. What is it?
Break their teeth, oh Yah, in their mouth.
Wow.
Break out the great teeth of the young lions, oh Yah. Let them melt away as water, which runneth continually.
Wow.
When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be as a cut in pieces.
As cut in pieces.
As cut in pieces.
So we back to the arrows in second Ezra. He bends his bow shoot a zero, may they be cut down, cut in pieces. What else to say, Al?
As a snail which melted, let every one of them pass away, like the untimely birth of a woman, that they may not see the sun.
Come on.
Before your pots can fill the thorns, he shall take them away as with a whirlwind, both living and in his wrath. The righteous shall rejoice.
Shall what?
Rejoice.
Be sad.
Rejoice.
Why you do America like that?
Rejoice.
Said the righteous gonna rejoice. Go ahead.
When he seeth the beast.
When the righteous see the payback of God, the righteous judgment of the Most High, the righteous gonna be rejoicing, not sad and gloomy, happy.
You see them praying for the ones that's getting destroyed. You're not the righteous. Lord, why you think they're good white people? These wicked nations away. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
Wow.
So that a man shall say, verily, verily there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a power that judges in earth.
That's beautiful, man. Hallelujah. Yeah, let's get back to that second Ezra 16, man. Now you see the prayers of the righteous against the enemies of God's people. They pray that the Most High bring vengeance. You read all the time, people say it all the time, vengeance is the Lord's. Right? But why you not praying for vengeance? Even in hey, Nee, do me the Revelation 6 real quick, 9 through 11. There's 2 verses. Revelation 6, 9 through 11. You feel me? Revelation 6, 9 through 11. Even our forefathers that have passed on. In the spirit world. You feel me? They ask the Most High, they plead. They like the Most High, how long till you get some payback? You're not gonna avenge our blood? You're not gonna avenge our blood that is shed on the earth? See, so look, if we got people that's righteous in the Most High's eyes, asking the Most High when vengeance coming. Like when you gonna handle these heathens, these jackals for doing us like this? Ask yourself why they ain't in none of my prayers. Why are my prayers self-centered? Like, Lord, I really need a car. You know, you work hard enough, you can get a car. That's what it is, right? You know. But Lord, I really need I need a car. And Lord, I need a new job. And you know, you ain't really content with what you got. You did. You like, well, you know, I see them driving a Benz. I want a Benz. You know, like think about your prayers. Your prayers really about the kingdom of the Most High and the redemption of your people, or are they more self-centered?
Hold on.
Oh,
On the first day now, last week when he said, "Go on." You know what I'm saying? Drink that wine and be merry. It's happy back and forth. We're supposed to live. We're supposed to
and be happy.
So it's nothing wrong with it.
No, it ain't. It ain't.
Actually, Maddie said that earlier. He just said though.
Say it again. I said it earlier.
Yeah, Maddie just said it earlier.
What I said?
Say, it's not that you ain't supposed to live or whatever, but you can't be attached.
That's right. Oh no, exactly. Yeah. But
No, I'm just putting that so the worldwide just listening here.
Yeah, I'm talking about your prayers.
Yeah,
I ain't talking about. We ain't talking.
What you praying for? Are you praying for vanity? Are you praying for deliverance, correction, and all that stuff?
He's supposed to do all of it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what
No, he called it a vain portion. Vain mean what?
Work.
You pray.
I don't know exactly what the exact definition of that.
All right, when you look at it, I'll tell you real quick. It means worthless. So when you get into it, he tell you enjoy yourself. You know, live joyfully with the life, because there's none of that in the grave where you go. Right? But he ain't saying nothing about praying for it. What are you praying for?
You don't pray for.
You see what I'm saying? Like you can have all that.
That's right.
You don't pray for vanity. Remember, we just read Ecclesiastes. And Solomon, richest man, he had more wives than any man on record. All the riches and wealth and the wisdom of the Most High came out of the bloodline name of everything. But he said, let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. First God is king. But this is the whole deal.
Okay, so hold on now.
That's Ecclesiastes 12 to 13.
Okay, no, I ain't talking about that, but so prayers, we're just showing the script that you know what I'm saying, we're only supposed to pray for certain things and we're not supposed to pray for things of vanity.
You praying for worthlessness?
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I had to ask God for nothing. Come on now.
I was gonna say, but they go back to seek ye first the kingdom, and everything else should be added unto you. That's why once you pray and do what He wanted you to do, He knows what you desire. So that's gonna be given. You gotta think of it being your reward. Your works is what you're putting into the Lord. Your reward.
No. Show me. This ain't it right.
Show you what? What you want to see?
Show me in the script now what it said about our prayers. I mean, I pray for a lot of things. I pray on a daily, just talking to you.
Yeah, I'm simply going into where your priorities is. Is it?
No, my priorities is always, you know what I'm saying, for and with the Most High, like no doubt. You know what I'm saying?
So it's either about the kingdom of the Most High and the redemption of your people, or your number one priority is you being on top with material things that are temporary. Like, what's priority to?
Priority is being right.
Yeah, no doubt. So that's the kingdom of heaven. What about the redemption of your people?
I ain't gonna lie, I just got them out.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's what's up. I'm just saying. So we all got things that we are work in progress in. I'm saying what the Most High is hearing, especially in this hour, is about us, the kingdom of heaven. And when Christ was speaking about brotherly love, sisterly love, he taught the kingdom of heaven is like this. The kingdom of heaven is like that. The kingdom of heaven is like this. Seek ye first the kingdom, and then everything else will get added. That's why he told the people, look, don't worry about what you gonna wear, or what you gonna eat, or where you gonna stay. The Gentiles do that. Your Father know what you want and need before you ask Him. Seek the kingdom first, priority number one, and then whatever else will be added to you. That's easy. So being that the kingdom is your first priority, even the vain things that happen, that's easy work for Him. Exactly. That ain't nothing for Him to look. It tell you in the Bible, it's easy for the Most High to make a poor man rich. That's easy work. You feel me? But our priorities is about the kingdom of the Most High and the redemption of His people right here. You understand? That's supposed to be priority. So when you do grasp everything else, when it's time to part from it, because it's only temporary. Kingdom ain't temporary. Your people's covenant blood ain't temporary. But that car I want is. You know what I'm saying? The house I want is. You understand? So long as that's the first and foremost thing, then we good. We can go to Luke 12 too. After you hit yours, I want Luke 12, the show system.
Write down and then read that Matthew 6. Man, start up at 19. It's Christ speaking.
That's what I was talking about, the kingdom of heaven. That's 33 and 34. That's 33 and 34 at the end of it. Yeah. Seek ye first the kingdom. And then Matthew 6. But let's do Luke 12. Luke 12 is like 15. After you do what you do.
Matthew 19, though, like 6:19, actually is kind of speaking.
Lay you up treasures.
You see what I'm saying? To kind of what she asked.
Yeah.
Let's read it.
You see what I'm saying? Because one, the key word is vain. So pay attention to that. Same thing with Solomon, all his vanity means worthless or not. So then now we'll see what the Messiah says. So go ahead and read that.
Grab it, Bon.
I'm already there. I'm asking her to read this up.
Oh, okay.
Matthew 6, 19 through 21. Do you want to go down to 34?
Matthew 6.
Yeah, 19. 6
and 9. Oh, we want always 6 through 19.
No, Matthew chapter 6.
Okay.
For that verse
19.
Okay.
And we got Luke 12 after that.
Yeah.
Like 15.
Okay. And it's kind of so you can
see. Good question.
As Christ is putting this together, to kind of formulate where you at. Okay. You see what I'm saying? See if it makes sense as you read.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Keep going.
Yeah.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Very important.
So treasures in heaven. Like, how do you lay up treasures in heaven? How do you do that? Like, you know how to lay up treasures on earth. You know how to maintain or amass material wealth. But how do you lay up treasures in heaven?
Your work is that.
Feel me?
Because this wealth, the wisdom of this world is nothing. The wealth of this world is nothing. The treasures of the world.
And what?
So praying for it will actually make that. You see what I'm saying? But look at the next verse. That 21 read that.
Okay. Well, where your treasures is, there will your heart be also.
So if you praying for vain things of this world, that's where your heart is. You see what I'm saying? So what Mary is saying, priority-wise, shouldn't your prayer be more for deliverance, my nation, my salvation? You get what I'm saying? Not saying, Lord, don't, because the Bible says, choose ye this day. You read Joshua, write that down, Joshua 1:8, about true prosperity. True prosperity comes from keeping the commandments of God. So if you keep the commandments of God, you blessed with everything else. That makes sense?
Take a look. I have to go, you know what I'm saying?
That's good. See what you know, study, meditate, think on it, you know what I'm saying? You know your brothers don't want to see you out. And I understand because you got babies, you know what I'm saying, young boys, and I know you need, you know what I'm saying? So I understand you might pray for something.
Right.
But I'm saying if you just obey God and everything you need
Yeah.
sons,
and it ain't nothing you can't
yourself
it ain't nothing you can't get. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gotta pray for
you can look, if you focus and concentrate on something long enough, it'll manifest.
Yeah.
Right in front of you. You understand what I'm saying? Like even they doing that now in the New Age movement. It's called the spirit of magnetism. But the Messiah, but the Messiah, but the Messiah was talking about that. That's what he was saying. Like once you have me first in your priorities, everything else is nothing. It'll manifest right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So you can concentrate on whatever. I was looking at the heathen Conor McGregor, the MMA fighter, the other day. He was like, look, before I became world champion, I envisioned myself as world champion. I envisioned myself in Hollywood driving in my Maserati when I was in Ireland on the back hills hustling goats. And I envisioned, like, so think about that. He don't even worship the Most High. You see what I'm saying? It ain't nothing that you can't have in righteousness. You can have whatever you need, but I just was saying, like, look, our priorities need to be what's eternal, not what's temporary. Because the reason he said don't lay up your treasures like that, because anybody can steal from you. The moth gonna corrupt it. If don't nobody come in here and clean this shop, dust. The walls gonna fall through, everything gonna be dusty because this is temporary. And that's just all what it is.
Fools that divide your wealth.
Yeah. Knows he say where your heart is. Wherever your treasure, that's where your heart is. You know, heart in the Bible actually means your mind. It means your mind. So whenever you see heart, it ain't talking about this right here. Remember, the Messiah said, out of the heart proceedeth evil thoughts. That's from her. Murder, fornication, thefts. All that proceeds from your heart. It's la'ab in Hebrew, which means your mind. You know what I'm saying? So when he say wherever your treasure is, that's where your heart. So wherever is your most valued possession is what you think about the most. Think about the drug dealer. His cars, his women, his houses. That's what's always on his mind. The Lord ain't on his mind.
Get to this money.
See what I'm saying? So if the kingdom of heaven is your treasure, whatever, that's what's constantly on your mind. Trip off this. You speak about what you think about. You feel me? That's how you know who really down, because they constantly speaking about the kingdom, because the kingdom gonna manifest. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? So wherever your treasure is, wherever your most prized possession is, that's what you dwell on here, for the most part. So what do we need to do to get to the kingdom? These are things you'll be speaking about. You see what I'm saying? So that's all it is. Priority need to be what's eternal and not temporal. You can have temporal, that's easy. You dwell on anything long enough and make the proper move, you can have whatever you need to have. And that'll be good to pass to your sons and all that on this level. Look, this is I did this. This is what need to be done. Make these moves like that. That's just temporary. You can make all them moves and still miss the kingdom.
Still missing.
That's all.
With all the monetary.
Yeah, I ain't never promoting being no bum or no. You know what I mean? You know, I strive to get all type of stuff cracking. You know, you be up, you be down. It's temporary though. You feel me? So even when you without it, never feel insignificant. You know what I'm saying? So,
look at your stuff. You got boys at this age that would never sit this long to hear the word of God. You heard me? I've been around over 40 years. At 50, I ain't never.
yeah. Buddy, like you always talking about this all this time. How old are you?
I'm up there with, all I'm saying is, this is the greatest treasure. They'll want to read, they'll listen, they'll interact, they'll talk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And at this age, most men ain't hearing it. You see what I'm saying? You are giving them the greatest treasure right now. It's the word of God. They might not get chopped in verse and call it out, but it'll play in their heads. I'll remember that. Oh yeah, that's how they're supposed to be. And that way you give them the greatest treasure of them all. That once you're gone, they're good. You see what I'm saying? So you're doing great. You're making them rich right now. They sit in here, hear something about the women talk, the men talk, Bible talk, war
Keys
talk.
of eternity, baby.
Like we having straight serious conversation, and they heard it. We ain't shutting nothing from them. And if they have any questions, these are, you know what I'm saying, these are family, these are future. So we need to be able to entertain their questions.
Keys to
so
eternity.
you giving them the greatest gift right now. And then they gonna shut it down.
Right.
Now go ahead, finish that, and then I know y'all might have a question. Let us finish
that was it. That was it for going to Luke 12.
That was it for that? Okay. Luke 12 real quick. I think it's like 15 through 22. That's another good one. So again,
I got it.
You got it?
You understand like while y'all talking.
Yeah. It clicked in. I'll pray. I'll pray. Now hit that, do this Luke 12 though, because it kind of put
the worldwide.
Yeah, it kind of put the cap on it. Yeah, you got y'all got a question? All right, hold on 1 second. Let me get now hold the question coming right to you, Rob. Luke 12.
Luke 12 work.
Hey, little top heavy joke. Luke 12, 15. 15 to like 22, I believe it is.
And he said unto them, take heed and be aware of
covetousness.
Yeah.
For a man's life consisted not in the abundance of things which he possessed.
Pause, reflect, and meditate.
Stop.
That's the meditate. Say loud.
You said most I just gave you that. You said most I just gave you that.
Yeah, it was already, you know what I'm saying? Like, already what we had been up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. But no, just pause, reflect, meditate. You know what I'm saying? Like he just was saying, like, our life don't consist of the abundance of our material possessions. Our life more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear the phrase poor righteous teachers. I heard that before, poor righteous teachers, you did.
That's kind of cold with it.
Like the Messiah himself, man, like
was a poor righteous teacher.
Poor righteous teacher. Even though, look, deserved to be in the palace, the flyer's palace, lilies thrown at his feet. You feel me? Pampered. And the flyer's garments. Gold toilets, gold slippers.
Platinum toilet paper.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all this question real quick. I don't know if I asked this before, but now, what is the significance of the feet washing?
The feet washing? Humility. Abraham did the same thing. Whenever the stranger showed up to his house, he would wash their feet, feed them. It's called hospitality, right? And look, it's something that we take for granted nowadays. Like when somebody comes to your crib or whatever, it's supposed to be service going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Food, water, washing the feet.
We did that for the stranger that came in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's
what y'all do here?
It's something that's that's hospitable that we take for granted to this very day. You really don't get into that much today.
Right.
Folks don't really like. You look at hospitality like it's something soft, but it's major in the eyes of the Most High. Like when somebody come across your household or your abode or whatever, it's just like you coming into the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be service.
You feel the love of God.
You know what I'm saying? They should feel the love of God. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be fed. A drink gonna be provided for you. You know what I'm saying? Feet washed. So it's something that got to do with hospitality that's major in the eyes of the Most High.
So there's no difference between the men and the women doing it.
Nah, it ain't.
And look, y'all practice it every week, actually. Y'all welcome a whole lot of people in here.
Spiritually, yeah.
On the floor, and y'all provide food and like won't even take nothing every time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all deserve it, but you know, your lights are burning, bills are curing, you know. Y'all offer food and drink and fellowship. That's how we host. You know what I'm saying? You feed physically and then you feed spiritually. Spiritually. That's how we do it every week. And that's how strong we are. Amen. Everything is good. We all about building each other and family. You know. I go to war for y'all.
Blessings, no doubt. That not nobody trip. Let's finish that Luke 12 though. Read that down to 22, and then we get back to the second Ezra. Talking about these wars and rumors of wars, a little taste. You know what I'm saying? Y'all little jokers living in biblical times, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all living in some biblical times. Nothing to be afraid of. All right? Y'all protect y'all mama and all that. Like, be real with it. All right? Hey, that's right.
Hear that?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I told you? Greatest treasure right now.
Yeah.
You're that for sure. He wouldn't jump on your back.
Said it without batting an eye.
He wouldn't jump on your back.
Them little joker jumped near my earlier today. I said, "Boy," I was sitting back like, man, look at these little jokers. They got hard.
Quick too.
They got hard. And then he climbed your back, boy. I'm like, yeah. Well, we finna go for it all around this deal.
Until you miss it, man. The kids rushing.
Man, they jumped it.
Are you wouldn't even read it till you went? Oh, they got it.
Man, look, they jumped.
I handled them though.
Them two Hebrews jumped.
Uncle Lee won.
Yeah, he won. But they went out banging.
They gave me the business.
Hey, they went out banging. They went out banging. All right, what it say, baby?
And he spake a parable unto them, saying,
Yeah.
The ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentiful.
Yeah.
And he thought within himself, saying, What shall I do? Because I have no room where to store my fruits.
My fruits.
And he said, This will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I restore all my fruits.
So the rich man has a what you would call a good problem. It's time to expand, right? And he's like, well, look, I ain't got no room for everything. It's time to expand. I'm gonna pull down, build this, and I'm gonna build greater. Right? You would call it a good problem today. You got so much money flowing in. You like, dang, well, I'm gonna put all this. I can always expand. You feel me? Come on, let's read.
Right. And I will say to my soul, thou hast much good laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry.
So in his mind, he like, I'm straight. Feel me? Let me kick my shoes off, feet up, slipper mode, snooze off. I'm good. I ain't got nothing to worry. I'm not worried about how my bills get paid every month. He in a situation to where he's straight.
He's good. So he stopped work today, and he's good for years.
Yeah, for the rest of his life, basically. Feel me? He good. So he's basically at this point what you would call financially independent. He ain't got to go hire himself out as a slave. He ain't got to do none of that. He's straight. His business good. He can afford to go on vacation for the whole year if he need to. See what I'm saying? Something that we all desire to get to in the flesh. Like, look, if I can take off for a whole year and to travel the world, that's what's up. Right? So in the flesh, this is a wise man. He know how to run money. You see what I'm saying? Because he's straight. He said to his soul, himself, take thine ease. Right? Ease up. You cool. Chill on out.
Right.
You made it.
You got it, and you made it.
All right, come on.
But God said unto him.
Who said?
But God said unto him, thy food. This night thy soul shall be required of thee.
Yeah.
Then who shall those things be, which thou hast provided? So it is he that laid up treasures for himself, and is not rich toward God.
He ain't rich toward the Most High.
Boy, your son, he called you. Ooh, he called. You ain't rich toward God.
See, so his priority was temporary over eternal. Our priority need to be eternal over temporary.
I understand.
That way, because you was asleep most of the time, nodding off, and then want to get up and get you some chicken, and then you want to throw your little 2 cents in there, but you don't understand it. You was over asleep the whole time.
I wasn't asleep.
Yeah, you was just resting your eyes.
You know, Uncle me understand.
Nah, go ahead, man.
Now I'm saying he basically told himself he good to be rich. You know what I'm saying? And then God came and told him, now, you know what I'm saying, you gotta come, your soul gotta be ready. Come on, I'm ready to take you all up out of here. You did all this, so now we're ready to get you good.
Straight up, she called it. She got it.
Like basically, look, that so you thought you did something, but did you really?
Right. Because you wasn't good with me.
Put your treasures in the wrong place.
There you go, see, bro.
You was rich towards yourself and not toward God. So what he didn't have was what the Bible called wisdom. Maybe earthly wisdom. I need can you grab me one more scripture? Proverbs 16:16. What he had was earthly wisdom, earthly knowledge, temporary wisdom and knowledge, but not what he needed to get in good graces with the Most High. What you labor and what you do here is what you do to feed your family and your mouth. But the Rothschilds do that too. The Pope do that too. You understand?
So it can't be the standard of righteousness.
No, it can't be.
If the wicked can win and be better than you at it.
Right.
And you the sons of light.
Way better than you at it.
You the children of the power. Prince of the power. Read 22 and 21 while she put up that other
What is the Proverbs?
16:16, I think it is. Yeah.
Luke 12:22, finish it off in verse 23. And he said unto his disciples, therefore I said to you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, neither for the body, what ye shall put on. The life is more important than meat, and the body is more important than rain.
What's going on, man? Yeah, I know.
Get yourself together, bro. Get that chicken in your whiskers over there. But look, the life is more important than what?
Life is more important than the body. I'm gonna read that again. Take no thought for your life.
Now, so that means don't worry about your life. You see that? Most of us go about worrying. How I'm gonna do this? How I'm gonna do that? The King of Glory said, man, don't even worry about your life. It don't mean sit down and play with your thumbs. It's just saying, look, do what all you can do, but whatever's outside your control is just outside your control. You ain't got no reason to be worried about all that. I got up, went to work. If it's more month than money, so be it. I can't worry about that. More month than money. I got that from Daniel Solomon.
I love that.
Yeah,
phrase.
because that's true.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's more month than the money I got, so I'm gonna be short somewhere. Right?
All of us are robbed Peter to pay Paul.
Right.
And ain't neither one of them satisfied.
Yeah. Right. So I done got up and made my moves I need to make to feed the family and pay the bills or whatever. But if I'm still short, why would I worry about that? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to the point to where I'm, contemplating all type of ungodly stuff just to pay a bill. You be ready to do something ungodly to pay a bill.
That's true.
Because you come for a second and then you be like, okay, let's do correct. Lord, and not even do that.
Yeah.
And for people who can't see, Boo young, but she real life experience.
Yeah, but I'm saying temptation. Yeah, temptation there. You know how you done played. You done played. How you done played before, you know what I'm saying? I done dabbled and dabbled too. I'm saying like, and then look, it's there because your people who you still in contact with, like, what's good? You can look, you can go make some money if that's what you're talking about.
Look, just come back.
Right? But I would be going against everything that I teach now, which would make me a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying?
And the enemy looking for that. Oh, the enemy looking for that.
Yeah, because as soon as I go do it, That's when the police pulling right on down. It's just how it worked. You know what I'm saying? It's like
you gonna get hit. The Most High would not let you proclaim it.
Yeah.
That's what you proclaim now.
So then that's to say for you to stand strong, even though certain words get said and we may be short over here and then you gonna have to hug me until I'm dead. Cause as long as I get up and make my moves, I'm cool. I ain't worried about it.
Sometimes us as guys literally won't let us do certain stuff. Like certain stuff you just ain't gonna even be able to do. It ain't gonna never work out for you.
Yeah, he shut it down. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Shut it down. You feel me?
I want that $1 million mansion. Hey, look. I'm talking about, I ain't never seen a conscious Israelite hit the lot. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you, boy, because I show be playing them numbers.
You might be
playing them numbers, boy.
Real quick with them on it.
Yeah. Nah, I am me.
I know, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about.
Hey, I hit.
I know me and you to talk.
I'm gonna hit everybody around me, make sure everybody's straight, including all y'all in here. And then y'all ain't gonna see me because I'm be traveling the word. Teaching the word. You can repent. You know,
you don't call me a coach for real. I'm gonna listen to you.
I'm gonna do what it is, and that's why in the devil's kingdom I'm more than likely ain't gonna hit. Because I don't love the world enough to get on no Floyd Mayweather type or buy 100 cars and mansions everywhere, man. I'm gonna make sure all us good. And I hit, and we ain't gotta worry about that. And then I'm gonna be all over the globe, establish some. I'm gonna go buy some land, you know, hundreds of acres somewhere. Let's get some stuff built on that deal. And I'm off teaching the word. I'll be coming back through here and there, you know what I'm saying? Handle y'all business, make sure everybody cool. Children cool. I'm about to go teach that word. You know what I'm saying?
On a ship and travel.
Yeah, I'm about to be on my paw.
I'm about
to. I'm traveling this deal. All right, so look, we got that, right? So is he that you got the Proverbs 16 for me? Because how do you stack up treasures in heaven? That's the whole point. Because you can stack treasures on earth, right? Thief can break in, moth can corrupt. The Most High called dude a fool, didn't he? The dude said, look, I'm good, I'm straight, I got it, I made it. I'm rich. He said, thou fool, your soul is required this night. And who gonna who gonna do what you supposed to have did with what you had? Same as he that's what? Rich towards himself and not rich towards God. Well, how do you get rich towards God? By keeping the commands and all that. But what come with that? Proverbs 16:16.
How much better is it to get wisdom than gold?
Yeah.
And to get understanding rather than to be chosen, rather to be chosen than silver. The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. He that keepeth it his way preserveth his soul. He preserves
his soul. So it's better to get wisdom than gold and silver. And then the highway of the upright is what? Depart from evil. Feel me? And if you depart from evil, that means you're making wise decisions. You're making a decision like, look, let me make a righteous decision and not a wicked decision. You're discerning between what's right and wrong if you depart from evil. So what's dwelling with you? Wisdom. It's better to get wisdom than to get gold. But you can't show up to the Lord and say, I got 100 shekels of gold. Let me in. Lord, I'm LeBron James. Lord, I'm Michael Jordan. I used to jump from the free throw line with my tongue out and dunk. Lord, I'm Dr. Dre. I'm a billionaire now.
I got Dre beats.
It don't matter. You feel me? So the thing is to get wisdom, and you get wisdom by being obedient to the Most High. That's what it comes down to. So you better off being obedient to the Most High, getting wisdom. Those are your spiritual treasures that you need to cash into the kingdom of heaven. That's what you need. You get that by being obedient to the Most High. All right. So look, let's finish up the second Ezra, bro. Let's get on back to what we was. We were talking about wars and rumors of wars. That's just mindset we ought to be in. Then look, Mina, especially in this hour we in, because we on the brink of World War III. You see what I'm saying? We on the brink of this thing about to blow. So our minds need to be more focused on wisdom. You feel me? Getting spiritual jewels so we can be found worthy. Because once a nuclear bomb go off, all bets is off. It ain't even finna matter that day what you driving, how you look, who you're lusting after, what are your goals in life? Ain't none of these. If a nuclear bomb go off, you can cancel all your dreams about going to the NFL, the NBA, getting signed, to getting a record deal. You can cancel all that. You can. If a nuclear bomb go off, that life as you know it is over. You feel me? And even if you survive a nuclear blast or whatever, society as you know it. Look at the Book of Eli.
Yeah.
When y'all leave here, y'all little jokers, y'all go look at the Book of Eli, the movie with Denzel Washington. Look, a nuclear bomb had went off 30 years earlier, and America was still destroyed. They would like if you had you some hand sanitizer wipes from Kentucky Fried Chicken, you could have got you a date, because you had some wipes. One packet of sanitizer wipes would have got you a date with a woman in the post-nuclear fallout world. And look, he had told old girl, he said, look, I come from a world to where we took everything for granted.
That's exactly what he said.
We was wasting everything. Food we had, everybody throw away. You know what I'm saying? We was consumers. We wasn't producers. We wasn't producing nothing. We didn't care. We just figured that we was supposed to be provided for, period. Right? But after the nuclear fallout came, everybody was on the same level. And everybody was searching for water. If you knew what water was, you was the man. Or he had his people keeping guard over the water. A few guns and bullets that was left. Look, even if you had books, they was going out looking for books. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? Who can read this? You see what I'm saying? So look, when something like that go off, I'm looking to let y'all know, there are hundreds of thousands of nuclear warheads on this planet. They don't have them not to use them. All right? So once one of them go off, you can cancel whatever plans and thoughts of success that you thought you had for them, you cancel all of it at that point. Because wherever the wind take that radiation, the crops, the water, and even the people gonna be affected by it. Everybody gonna be affected by it. They don't have this type of weaponry not to use it. And that's when you heard Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un going back and forth. They going back and forth about who gonna shoot a nuclear missile off first. Right? So who you most scared of? The one that got thousands or the one that got one? The nigga that got one is the one I'm tripping out for, because he gonna use that. He got one. You understand? And he gonna let it fly. See, so that's the thing. That's the age we are in. It doesn't make no sense to water down nothing. Don't even water it down. That's where we at. And once one of them hit the mainland of the United States of America, every aspiration and dream you had of making it is off the table at that point. Don't even matter, because life ain't gonna be the same no more. That's nuclear fallout. I'm coming to you, Tootie. America dropped nuclear back in the 1940s. Y'all remember what country? We learned about in school.
Hiroshima. Yeah.
Nah, Japan.
Yeah, not Hiroshima.
Yeah, Pearl Harbor wasn't nuclear. That was Japan retaliating on America and Hawaii, but those weren't nuclear bombs. It was Hiroshima, knock your socks off.
Yeah.
They call it Nagasaki. Hiroshima, knock your socks off. They dropped 2 bombs from the plane Enola Gay. Name of the plane. They dropped 2 bombs. They dropped 2 bombs in 2 days. You know how many people they killed? Come on, your country. 350,000 people in 2 days with 2 bombs. You understand? Trip off this. That was hydrogen nuclear. That was 1948.
Oh wow.
That was in the 444. So that was hydrogen nuclear, right? Today they playing with thermonuclear. Ooh. They got a nuclear bomb that can fit inside this chicken box right here. That is 1,000 Hiroshimas and knock your socks off. It's thermonuclear. You feel me? Which means it can be smaller than what they drop, but the devastation can be 1,000 times more. You feel me? So they didn't already drop nuclear. That was just hydrogen though. They dealing with thermonuclear warheads now. They can destroy the earth 20 times over. Yeah, that's where you at with it. So when you see Trump talking to North Korea, talking to China, they talking about who got nuclear. Yeah, that's where we at. You understand? And it shouldn't be watered down. You should be like, well, dang, okay. Well, the Lord talked about the missiles. The Lord talking about the day of the Lord coming to where the heavens was going to pass away with a great noise. That's 2 Peter 3. And all the elements was going to melt. Yeah. The elements, I mean, the oxygen you breathing, you ain't going to be no oxygen. It's going to melt. The periodic time chart, they had to learn in school and science about all the elements, all that's going to melt. That's 2 Peter 3. That's talking about the day of the Lord. The heavens is going to be on fire and they're going to pass away with a great noise and the elements are going to melt. The closest thing you can think or come close to that is nuclear radiation, nuclear fallout, a nuclear holocaust. And that's where we at. Feel me? And we talking about thermo, not hydrogen. So we talking about 1,000 times worse than what happened in Japan back in the 1940s. But something smaller than what they dropped. Wow. You had a question, don't you?
Okay. No. There you go. So when he was saying that he would redeem his people, some of his people, his people, and they'll have his name, what is it, his symbol or something right up on their forehead. What is that? What part will we be in there? Will we still be in physical? Or are we being in our spiritual self?
Nah, the spiritual body. Just look, like as he destroying what he destroying, he's redeeming his elect at the same time.
Okay.
Right? So those that remain that's alive, everybody is not going to taste the physical death.
Yeah.
And some that's going to be remaining that to witness the second coming and be changed in the blinking of an eye. You know, in the moment, in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah.
But it says at the last trump.
Yeah.
A trump is a trumpet.
Yeah.
All right, so when does the last trump go off? In the Revelations. You were talking about the seals earlier. Yeah. When you get to Revelations, it's 7 trumpets of judgment that go off. The last trumpet is the 7th trump. Yeah. All right? It's 6 trumpets that blow before then. It's all hell that break loose. Yeah. All right? So when the Most High sent his son to intervene or whatever, that's the last trumpet.
Okay.
You understand? And that's when you have a spiritual body. You was made to live forever. It's just because of Adam and Eve, we die or whatever. Yeah. But everybody ain't gonna take the physical dirt nap. Those that's alive gonna be translated. Like the prophet Enoch. Yeah. Enoch didn't taste death. He was translated. He was taken from this realm and given the spiritual body. Same with us if we alive to see the second coming.
So that's gonna be after the tribulation, though, right?
Yeah. And if it's any type of nuclear fallout.
Yeah. Because when we think about it, the day of the Lord, a day to the Lord, like you said in this study, is 1,000 years.
It is.
So when we thinking about the day of the Lord, it ain't gonna be just one day. It's over that period of 1,000 years. So that's why we really gotta prep our kids to be strengthened to take that on, because that's gonna be their generation, they life.
Yeah, because they attacking them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we go so hard now to give it to them. That way they be like, oh, okay, nah, we just sit up Bible study and go over this.
Yeah.
And they can strengthen nerves. You know what I'm saying? All right, where we at? Need you in second Ezra? I need one of y'all, Denzel, you got your script on you? Got a script on your phone? Do me a favor. We're at 2 Peter 3. We hit this 2 Ezra 16 on the back end. 2 Peter 3 is where it's at. All right, 2 Peter 3. What is that? I think it's like 8 through 14, something like that. Something like that. Now trip off this right here, because this is where we at. Like whenever you see anything about missiles getting fired off, and that's all biblical talk we talking. You know what I'm saying? And so all it's doing is just to prioritize, y'all. If y'all really, it don't take a rocket scientist. If you can peep what they saying on the news and what you seeing in front of you, and you can connect the proper Bible verses, it ain't hard to tell where we at. You gonna be like, wow. Man.
Yeah.
So then that should make you downshift in whatever your priorities is if it ain't about the Lord. Like you be like, hold on, I'm tripping. You feel me? Why would I put the Most High on the back burner and put what I'm trying to do as priority number 1? Let me make the Most High my priority, and then whatever I catch up with on the back burner, I just catch up with. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's concerned with. 2 Peter 3, where you at? 2 Peter 3, around verse 8. I think it is. Ain't that what I'm looking for?
Read with space in your what, man?
Look at you.
But forget not this one thing.
No, saying.
Oh, yours, his
Give me yours.
Yeah, yours translated. Stop.
Yeah.
Say ASB.
Do the KJV. That's what we all reading out of. 2 Peter 3 and 8. We're gonna read through 14. Let Mina get there too. Mina, you looking it up?
Oh yeah, go ahead. I got it on my phone.
Okay. All right. Here's how many of them left. I ain't got one of them there. Ain't none left enough. It's a wrap.
How many of them?
Ah, man. Yeah, say that for Hebrew. I put it right there. Right there. That's why I got Nathan to get the free. Go ahead.
But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing.
Yeah.
That one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day.
So with the Most High, when he told Adam, know this day you're going to die, some people say, well, the Lord lied to him. He lived 930 years. He didn't live a day in the sight of the Lord. God's day is 1,000 years. Feel me? Adam lived 930 years. The oldest man, Methuselah, lived 969 years. Nobody that ever touched this earth lived 1,000 years, meaning one day. So when he told Adam, know this day you're going to die, he didn't lie to him. The day with God is 1,000 years, not your 24-hour time clock. Okay? Go ahead.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
So you really say gonna come as a thief in the night. You know how if any of y'all ever woke up and something your car been broken into, or you came home and left the shake joint 5 in the morning and went to the Waffle House or whatever, got to the crib and your house broken into, you be like, dang. You notice how the thief always come when you least expect. That's the whole point. That's how the Most High is going to pop up to those that's not looking for him. If you're not paying attention, if you're not occupied in prophecy, if you're caught up in trying to make it and do whatever you do, when he show up, it's going to be like a thief showed up and hit that car while you were tripping. All right, thief in the night. What else to say? And hold on, the heavens shall pass away, not with a small noise, a great noise, sonic boom. And the elements are gonna melt with fervent heat. What you breathing into your nostrils right now are elements. You understand? Oxygen. What you drink and put in your body is elements. Water, H2O. You understand? The elements are going to melt with fervent heat, and the heavens are going to pass away with a great noise. That's what the day of the Lord is coming. So notice it ain't saying the days of the Lord is going to be like flowers and jazz singing and Kenny G playing his saxophone. That ain't the day of the Lord. Day of the Lord, everybody going to know what it's about. What else to say, Denzel?
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
So he's saying these things are going to be dissolved. I mean, you peep that? Dissolved. But what dissolved mean?
Dissolved.
Yeah, I know. What does dissolve mean? Melted away. Yeah.
It dissolved.
Yeah. Decomposed. Dissolved, basically melted away. So he said, being that these things shall be dissolved, the conversation that we supposed to be speaking about supposed to be holy. See what I'm saying? We shouldn't be talking about no madness in this hour. We like, hey, what's real?
If you're speaking the truth.
If you're speaking the truth real. I don't know what you say. What you say? What do you mean?
I'm not trying to speak this nonsense, but the nonsense is true.
He's meaning like nonsense, like, because I asked about, like the Bible for what you want. So he's saying like this is basically nonsense, right? In this day and time.
Or deeper than that, because I ain't even I wasn't even aiming at that. It's even deeper. Like those it's people that argue over Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's a whole nother level, dude. So it's even deeper than just, you know what I'm saying? We just talking about priorities. And what we at. Yeah, making it and all that. Yeah, all that. I mean, that too. I'm talking about on a deeper level. People arguing over if Remy Ma rap better than Nicki Minaj. If who was better, Tupac or Biggie? You understand? Like the Migos, the mumble rappers, or Bone trying to come back out and make they little money. Like, what you niggas talking about? All these things finna be dissolved. So what we rapping about? How we ain't rapping about no commandments. We ain't rapping about the kingdom to come. We ain't talking about giving it to the shorties so they can continue if they come kill us tonight. We ain't talking about none of that. We just know we're gonna be living them all. We know everything good. We ain't talking about that.
We worry about tomorrow.
Exactly. All right, what else you say, Denzel?
Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of God.
Hold on, did it say looking for and hasting? Meaning, what it mean to haste?
Hurry up.
That means, look, so those that's looking for the kingdom of God to come, that's what's on their mind, and that's what they hasten in. They hasten it in by constantly speaking about it, constantly prophesying, constantly. This is what they do. You see what I'm saying? Like he said, it says looking for and hasten to the coming of the Lord. Hasten is coming. How you do that? Constantly speak about the kingdom, no matter who it be. Constantly be speaking about these commandments. Constantly do this work right here. Come on, Hebrew. What else to say?
Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and the new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
So even though the destruction coming, we looking for the new heaven and the new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. You see? So that's what's coming right there, and that's a beautiful thing for real. But for us to be living in the time preceding that, all praises. So I'm talking about me as y'all brother. When I be seeing certain, like when Trump dropped the Moab bomb, man, I went and got me some drink. Then I told it up like, hey, all praises. Because we in these days right here. I ain't too crazy. Phone got the ringing. Cuz. Remember about 8 years ago, you was telling us about the Illuminati, the Illuminati, and the, you know, it's been misspeaking about it, the mark of the beast, and man, my phone be ringing at all hours of the night now. You feel me? About 12 years ago, I was a crazy young Negro, fresh out the streets, you know what the hell I was talking about. Nigga, you done lost your mind. You ain't got no job no more. You in a cult, right? To 12 years later, and look, I just let my sister wedding. Boy, everybody know shocked. Like, boy, look at this thing. This nigga ain't playing. And I'm in there repping the most side. Like, what's good? They like, oh my God, boy, what's going on? Yeah. And then my phone be ringing. What's good? Hey, cuz, some one scriptures. Hey, nephew, what's up? What scripts about? Hebrew. Nigga, my one people told me shalom the other day. It blew my mind. I said, shalom? Like, what's going on? Shalom. Y'all been listening over the years while y'all been naysaying, but you been listening. You feel me? So I ain't the one to be like, I told you niggas. And that's what's up. You looking for some 1 Peter, 2 Peter. You looking for some Revelation. You looking for the book of Daniel. On the back of me, you got questions. So I ain't as crazy as y'all said I was. See what I'm saying? So even though they may talk crazy about you right out the gate, if you diligent and you endure, they got to come back and holler at you. And when they do, because you're dealing with the word of the Most High, which is going to come to pass. When they come back and holler at you, be humble enough to not brag about what you've been telling them. Just let them know, like, look, hey, it's still the same thing. I'm still your cousin. Feel me? Different mindset. I'm still your cousin. Come through. We rock. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I didn't author this, so you know, don't get mad at me because we know where to go and read it in there. It ain't my fault. Nehemiah. 2 Ezra 16. Let's finish it off so we can close out.
Verse 13.
Yeah.
For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow.
Bruce, what's good? You listening? There you go. There you go. Who? Hey, who's right hand? Right. Let's stop telling them the answer. Hey, all right, that's what's up. Go ahead.
His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss.
That's right.
When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
There's no ducking the judgment of the Most High. None. All right, come on.
Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come unto the earth.
Hallelujah.
The fire is kindled.
That's right.
Shall not be put out.
The fire is started. What's up, man? What you over there doing, man? You listening? Yeah, man.
He like Bruce.
Nah, man. Listen on up, man. This is serious times we in. Y'all need to listen. All right, what it say, Hebrew?
The fire is kindled.
Yeah.
And shall not be put out.
Yeah.
Till they consume the foundation of the earth.
Now look, the foundation, like look, this building is on the foundation right here. So meaning, if the foundation is destroyed, what's it gonna say? What's gonna happen to this building?
Done.
It's done dealing.
That was real easy word. That's that.
Yeah, she understood it real quick. So that's what it's saying about the earth. You dig? And look, this solar eclipse that's coming up. Them heathens scared for a reason. You feel me? I ain't the one that put dates on nothing, but August 21st, they saying it's about to be a solar eclipse, the first in 99 years. It's gonna cause some problems. Gonna cause some problems. And then all the heathens going to watch it. Like it's all type of different viewing sites or whatever. It may be some portals open. You may see some heathens snapping out, doing seances to the devil. You never know.
Man,
you never know.
It's the Negro that's staying in the store, right? This Negro always outside, like, singing his weird song. Like, he just come outside singing his weird song. And loud. Yeah, he be on opioids or something.
He ain't fooling me.
No, for real, like, but he just be outside singing in another language. Super loud, looking up.
I ain't never heard you speak, but it was speak.
Yeah, a whole other language. Yeah.
Nighttime or daytime?
Daytime. Anytime he wants to.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he come outside the house and just sing super loud. The police strike him, he don't care. He don't care. He continue to sing while they right there.
One day,
I was like, oh, Jesus, till I'm finished my back going on that.
Just singing it. I'm talking about he was
sweating profusely.
Yeah. We'll see.
He gay.
Oh, he a sodomite too. Yeah. He has a legion of dark spirits in him.
Yeah.
He's a sodomite. Oh yeah. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days. The beginning of sorrow and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death.
Hold on, famine, great death. You feel me? So if it's famine, that means it ain't as much food as you used to. You ain't gonna be able to go up the street to Lee's and get your chicken. See that? It ain't gonna be your refrigerator, stomach gonna be touching your back. It is what it is. Put that box in the slab right there. All right, go ahead. What else you say, Bond?
The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evil. What shall I do when those evils shall come?
This is what Ezra asking the Most High, like, what am I going to do when all this kick off? Because he's seeing all these visions of these missiles firing off and the plagues hitting. He's like, what's going to happen to me in them days? Go ahead, Hebrew.
Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish, are sent as scourges for amendment.
Now, who knows what amendment is? He said all these things are sent as scourges for amendment. What does it mean to amend something? To fix. To fix. See that? So the Most High sending the plagues so you, the wise, can see what's going on and say, let me fix my life. See what I'm saying? Let me get myself right. The wicked, you know what the wicked gonna do when they see all this stuff happen? Man, whatever. I don't mean nothing. They ain't gonna say that. Look, that is gonna be that until it hit they door. But for the most part, when you see, for instance, there's a heat wave called Lucifer.
sweeping the European continent right now. First thing, red flag should go off in your mind. Why are they calling it Lucifer? Second thought should go off in your mind. Why is it 130 degrees in the shade? Third thought should go off in your mind. Why are they scared to cut the water on in Vatican City? The mother church? What the hell's really going on there? You see what I'm saying? So again, these plagues are being sent. It's happening right in front of our face. You see what I'm saying? But we not even analyzing none of it. We just like, yeah, whatever. Change the channel. I missed my episode of Power. Change the channel. You see what I'm saying? And that's the wrong spirit to be in. The Most High send all this stuff she threw. He sends it for amendment. So the wise could be like, look, I need to fix, or I need to amend, or I need to repent for my iniquity. You understand? That's what that's about. Turn from your evil ways and do what's right. Because once he enters into judgment and you get hit with one of them plagues, man, it's all ain't that bad. Look, it don't matter how many people pray for you. When the Most High cash your chips in, your chips have been cashed in. Game over. All right, what else to say, Nee?
Verse 20. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wicked.
You sure that? He said for all these things, they ain't even going to turn. We going to see the plagues and not even turn.
Like Pharaoh.
Just like who?
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh did the same thing. He saw the plagues. He saw the water turn to blood. You ain't got no water, you ain't got no life. He saw the locusts eating the crops. He even saw his firstborn get hit. Heart still hard. Still like, hey, whatever. So that's the wrong spirit to be in, y'all. We need to be in the spirit of getting right when we see all these things. You know what I'm saying? What else to say?
Behold, Israel shall be so good, cheap upon earth.
I get it.
Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
That they shall think themselves to be good in good case.
So he say victual is gonna be so cheap, so it's gonna be a time to where you be like, well, look, it ain't that bad, y'all. I can go, I got my food stamps, I can go to the corner store and get me some food. So we say, look, it's gonna be a time to where you gonna think you got it good. You say it ain't that bad. You start reasoning within yourself, it ain't that bad. He say victual is gonna be so cheap, you gonna be thinking you in good standing. But that ain't the case. That's another test of the Most High. Just because you can go to the store and use your EBT and go buy you a single cigarette, don't mean that. You know what I'm saying? And most of people think that. Like, I can go get me I go to the store and get me a single blunt, single square, you know what I'm saying? Eat better than night card. You feel me? What's up with you, little Joe? You want to say shalom? Huh? You want to say shalom? You know, the screen black with the camera. Come on, Hebrew. Say shalom. Dude. I told y'all we raised the youth up around here, man. Throw the foe up. Say shalom. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Shalom.
Yeah, throw the foe up like that. Throw the foe up. Shalom is one of our young gunners, man. We raised the youth up around here. For all you naysayers. Hey, I got a whole army. I got a whole army full of soldiers. You want to get on the camera, man? That light me in the camera on. You all good. Say shalom. Throw the foe up, man. Throw the foe up. Shalom. We raising the soul. We raising the youth up around this deal. What up, Bruce? You want to get on camera, man? Bruce say, no, I'm good. Buddy, you good? All right.
What I said.
Actually, what he say? Victual was gonna be so cheap. What's up?
They shall think themselves to be in good case.
They think they're gonna be in good case because they got their EBT cards. All right, go ahead.
And even grow upon earth sword, famine, and great confusion.
Sword, who?
Famine and great confusion.
So even though you may think you in good case, you know, we do as a people, meaning right now, because we ain't really going through it. We think we in good case. But sword, famine, and great confusion is growing on the earth.
Yeah. He alone. Now you keep talking about I don't think so. I know.
No, I'm talking about us. I'm just being interacting with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we going through it.
Yeah, we going through it. But the thing is this: a lot of our people ain't looking. Put it this way: a lot of people don't think what's happening internationally affects us locally. That's all I'm saying. You feel me? It's like, look, man, look, it's sword, great famine, and tribulation in the earth right now. But it's directly, look, it got something direct to do with us. Because this got to come down before we, as the sons and daughters of light, get our kingdom. You see what I'm saying? So when you see it worldwide happening, deeper than just what happened in St. Louis, when it's happening worldwide, we should even be more focused. You know what I'm saying? Because Israel is in all the nations scattered to the four corners. So we should be more and more focused when we see national stuff like heat wave Lucifer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tsunami hit so-and-so. Earthquake hit so-and-so 7.6. All right, what else to say?
All right, we're at 22.
Mm-hmm.
For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Wow.
And the dead shall be cast out of dung, out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
Wow. You see that? Destruction is here. Go ahead.
There shall be no man left to till the earth and sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripe, who shall tread them? For all the places shall be desolate of men. So that one man shall desire to see another, and to hear his voice, for a city that shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks.
Don't say of a city there should be 10 left. Jump down 39. I read 39 through like 48, and then we read the last 3 verses and get up out of here. What does it say?
Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth.
The plague shall not be slack. Go ahead.
To come upon the earth.
Yeah.
And the world shall mourn, and the sorrow shall come. And sorrow shall come in those evils, but even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him.
Nah, you done ran over words. Just you read that 39 to 40 again. Skipping words and all that.
39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and the sorrows shall come upon it on every side.
Yeah.
Oh, my people.
Oh, who people?
Oh, my people.
The Lord speaking to his people, my people, right? Go ahead.
Hear my word.
Yeah.
Make you ready to the battle.
Make you ready to who?
The battle.
The battle. This is a spiritual war that we in, y'all. And spiritual wars manifest in the flesh. Believe it or not, we're going to have to stand up and totally depend on our gods. Most I say, look, my people, if you mind, get ready for war. Because it's coming. All right? What else to say?
And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
What does a pilgrim do? Man, I ain't talking about Thanksgiving.
Oh, I know.
I'm not talking about Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Traveling journey.
Move around. Move around. So you should know what it's basically saying? Don't be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? The Messiah was always moving around like a pilgrim. Paul and them was always moving around. You understand? Like, if you looked at their life today, you'd have called them hobo. You'd have called them hobo. Because he ain't have no, like what mailing address? Where would you have mailed the Messiah a letter in his day? Where was his house? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just saying, like, because we in them hours and them days, our mindset need to be not being settled, residing, and comfortable, but to be moving around constantly. You know what I'm saying? Look up tomorrow, I may be in Cali teaching. Down in Louisiana, on the East Coast, whatever. Mess around, be in Jerusalem tomorrow. You never know. Had the Most High movie. Like, hey, get up out of here. I'm out of here. Right? Be as pilgrims in the earth when you see all this stuff happen. Right? Go ahead, Hebrew.
He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away.
Hold on. He that selleth be as him that who?
Fleeth away.
Now trip off that. If you got merchandise and you sell it, right? Your mindset ain't like I'm selling what I'm selling to get up out of here. If you selling something, you usually selling it to be more prosperous so you can sit on back, pay you some bills, you know, get ahead. But he's saying if you selling something in them days, be like you getting about it. I'm selling what I'm selling to get the hell up out of here. All right, I move out the way real quick. What else to say?
And he that buyeth as one, and he that buyeth as one that will lose.
He that buyeth is one that will what?
Lose.
Now trip off that. You what mindset is that? If you buy something and the next day believing you ain't gonna have it. You see what mindset you in? You like, look, whatever I got, whatever I'm doing is temporary. He just said, look, him that sell, be as if he gonna flee away. Him that buy something, you buying it like, look, I'll lose it tomorrow. So again, you can have something, right? But you keep the mindset he telling us to be in. When this thing hit, if you buy something, like say you bought something like whatever, in your mind, I can lose it tomorrow. You sold something. You ain't selling it to be like, well, I'm straight. You selling it like, look, I'm gonna use the means to get up out of here because the FEMA camps could be right outside my door tomorrow. I'm gonna get me and my sons up out of here. We're gonna go on down and this uncharted land in Alabama that my people got. You see what I'm saying? So the mindset that the Most High want his elect in is that all the material stuff is temporary. Right? If you got it, you should be willing to sell it to get up out of here. If you buy something, you should be in the mindset that I could lose it tomorrow. Not that I'm gonna have it and maintain it for 30 years. What else to say, Neat?
He that occupied merchandise, as he that had no profit by it.
Now trip off that. If you got merchandise, you're a merchant, right? That means you in the business for profiting. You ain't in the business to break even, and you definitely ain't in business to lose. The Most High to say, if you got merchandise in them days, be as though you had no profit by it. Why? He gonna keep reading because he gonna break it off. What else to say?
And he that had no profit by it, and he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein.
What about that? You building a house? The mindset, like I'm a builder, I'm cold with my hands, but hey, I might not dwell in the very house that I'm building. Why? Because he gonna tell you. Keep reading.
He that soweth, as he should not reap.
You planting seeds, but hey, I might not be here to harvest. Go ahead.
So also he that planteth the vineyard, as he that shall not gather the grapes.
Yeah.
That they marry, as they that shall get no children.
He said, those that marry in them days, be as though you ain't even gonna have children. You see what I'm saying? Like it's like everything every scenario he's given, he put you in the mindset of, look, these is the last days. Don't get comfortable and lose sight on the kingdom. Feel me? You people come together and marry so they can have children. He's saying, look, even if you get married in them days and get together, whatever, be as though you ain't even gonna have no children. Wow. Go ahead.
And they that marry not, as the widow.
As the who?
Widow.
Yeah, go ahead. And
therefore, they that labor in vain.
He say, those that marry not as the widowers. What is somebody that's a widow or a widower? They lost their spouse. You feel me? And they ain't even really in no rush to really hook back up. So if you say you marry not, meaning you single, it's saying be as a widow or a widower. You feel me? Don't be out here like with the date thing. I'm single, ready to mingle. He saying if you're single, stay single. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you marry, be as though you ain't getting no children. So, and then he say, therefore, those that labor, you're working real hard, right? To achieve it, you labor in vain. That's the word vain again. It's worthless. Why? What did it say, bro?
Read that again. He that soweth as he that does that should not reap. So also he that planted the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grape. They that marry as they that shall get no children. And they that marry not as the widow. And therefore they that labor in vain. For strangers shall reap their fruit.
Wow.
And spoil their goods. Overthrow their house and take their children captive.
Wow.
For in captivity and famine shall they get children.
See, that's the whole new world order in a nutshell. Everything you know, you feel me, gonna be brought in subjection. You either finna have to bow your neck in subjection to the enemy, devil, or rebel and resist against what it is and be labeled a terrorist or a traitor. That's everything. That's in a nutshell. All right, what else to say?
They that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sin.
You hear what he say?
Said the Most High.
The more you in the mindset of being opposite of what he just said, the more I'm gonna be angry with you. Because you ought to be in the mind of what? This is temporary, it's time to go. Not in the mindset of, oh, well, you know, this is a burning house. Let me paint the walls.
We built this.
Oh, let me, it's a burning house. Let me, check out the equity in the property. He's like, look, it's a burning house.
We built this.
You understand? In your mindset, you're supposed to be temporary with it, be ready to depart at a moment's notice. For me, any example, it's just like Job. Job is the perfect example. I love this story. Because he lost it all. And in the end, the beautiful part about it, in the end, he gained it back double. He gained it back double. The book of Job. He got everything back double. He got double the cattle, double the children. He got everything back he lost, double. You feel me? Because he was tried by the Most High. All right, what verse was that?
49.
All right, jump down to the last 3 verses. Let's get about it.
76. And the God of them
go to 75.
75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for God is your God.
Read it again. Read it again.
Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for God is your God.
You hear what he's telling us? So in the end, he telling us, look, don't be afraid. Don't doubt either. I'm your guide. I got you. Right? But I got to warn you about what's coming so you know what you're going through. All right? What else to say?
And the God of them who made commandments.
Hold on. The God of
I'll read it again.
Come on.
And the guide of them who my commandments and precepts saith, the Lord God, let no sins weigh you down.
Let not your sins weigh you down. Right? Even if we all sin up, look, don't let your sins weigh you down. You understand? Don't be in bed with sin playing footsies. Go to war with your transgressions. Okay? What else to say?
Let your iniquities lift up themselves.
Let your iniquities. Are you reading that right?
Yeah. And let your iniquities lift up themselves.
What verse you in?
76.
And the God of them who my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord, let not sins weigh you down. And what else?
Yeah.
And let your iniquities lift up themselves. Go ahead. 77. What did it say?
77. Woe be unto them that bound with their sins.
Woe be unto them that who?
Bound with their sins.
Wow. So if you bound with your sins, you're comfortable. It's 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. I don't give a hell about none of that.
Eat my pork chop.
I'm gonna do whatever, even deeper than the pork. Like shit, niggas is out here saying they gonna do whatever they want. I don't care nothing about that Bible.
Me.
Y'all saw the girl who threw the Bible off her show. I don't care about his book.
Look, your app is missing words. I already knew it. It didn't even sound right. Read that 76. Here, you missing words out yours. It's supposed to be let not. Yeah, you missing words.
No,
hey,
he read it.
No,
I read it as he read.
I look in my spirit. In my spirit, I knew something was wrong.
And let not your iniquities lift up.
Read 76 again.
From now it says, and the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, said the Lord God, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
Let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Go ahead. Makes sense. Go ahead.
Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes.
Yeah.
And the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. 78. It is left undressed and is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith.
That's the end of those who are bound with their sins. They cast into the fire to be consumed.
So I didn't read this Bible.
So look, it went down to where we at, wars and rumors of wars, and how it all play into the day of the Lord, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the heavens shall pass away with fervent heat, being that these things shall be dissolved. What we supposed to be speaking about more and more is the kingdom of the Heavenly Father. You understand?
So what's that scripture that y'all gave us where y'all was saying it is sin that's greater than the other? Is it the blasphemy of the Holy Spirit?
Yeah, that's Mark chapter 3, 23 through 31. Or 23
Mark
through 30.
Chapter 3, you said what?
23 through 31. He explained what blasphemy of the Holy Spirit is. You dig? It's no forgiveness. And they're basically looking at the power of God and saying, no, that's the devil that did that. You know what I'm saying? So let not your sins weigh you down. Excellent precept.
What Bible is it?
Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, share with me. I
KJVA Bible. I showed you. Yeah, I got you.
I showed you.
I got you.
As soon as you said that, it was short word.
Yeah. So look, pick us a psalm so we can pray out. All praise to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Honor and glory of his only begotten beloved Son, long live the King.
Holy.
Amen. Hey, y'all stay focused out here. Strap up or back up. I'm talking spiritually. Till we meet again. Shalom. Let them little jokes. Look. Hey man, that little Hebrew was over there asleep like a mug. On that little
Read that Psalms 4.
Psalm 4. Close on out. Get her.